Okay, and welcome into part 2 of my Dorwinion, Vale of Dorwinion campaign in Divide and Conquer Total War version 5. We are at turn 29, or the end of turn 29. Okay, Tango 12, welcome in. And 1500 gold. We're trying to build something here. We are. Oh, we can get a paladin. It's our general. We'll get a general unit. Costs us a bit of money. Are we making money? We are making money. Ah, that's right. I recall. Where we were, what we were doing. Upkeep are you? 40, 230, 235.
Yes, my lord.
149. Yeah, you're actually not worth the goods.
With
Something
honor. Orders. Yes.
And let's get another Thorn Guard. That money. Because this looks suspiciously weak. There's a few levy here, but still. We combine them all together as a decent. I'm sort of split them at the moment.
What do you want?
For upkeep
Ships ready.
costs. Even think about just evacuating that guy from the island. We're not on. Go. Man, this guy's just gonna die over here, isn't he?
My lord.
In the
By your
Burka,
command.
the governed.
Ships ready. Your will, my lord.
I mean, he's not gonna stop.
Disembarking. My lord.
He's not gonna stop an
Ships
enemy
ready.
force. While having one dude
Fine
there
day
is
to
not
say.
gonna stop if they have an invasion. It's gonna be like at least 4 or 5 units, at least, yeah, if not more. I think we still have this battle to do. I might have left it there, just looking around as they stand. Do we have a? Okay, so we have generals, meeting halls. We have some governors. Good. Our faction leader is just gonna make us a ton of money. He's nothing special about him in terms of fighting. In fact, he's only got +3 hit points, so he's not great. He can sit there and very true. +2 hit points. Do all my generals get that? No. That and ancillary, they all get. No? Is it just the faction leader? Marks a Boar plus hit point. Yeah, because he almost died. What about the Avari generals? Do they get? You not? No. Okay, let's recap where our diplomat is at. Where's he at? Yeah. Where is our diplomat? Ah. Oh, that's right. We're having the meeting. Capture list. Did we talk to the goblins? Is the question. It looks like we did, kind of. I can't quite remember. But let's get straight into the battle here.
Your orders, my lord.
So,
I will not waste
I
words
mean,
on
it's
you.
mostly trash, it looks like, but we don't have great units ourselves.
To battle.
These are new visuals, eh? These are the old Candish Raiders, right? I mean, the same unit, I think they just got a different visual. They're on horses? Or are these the Candish Hunters? Charge 4. Times that need the hunters can be mounted and serve as cavalry. Or are these just the standard? I don't think they're the. Why can I not read if they're a cavalry unit? Maybe they're just the old Kentish hunters. Baroon hunters. Yeah, okay, maybe they are. Yeah, so they're just the old Kentish hunters. They're just foot archers. Fair enough. Right. I've been doing a little bit of testing with some other factions just off stream. Just on version 5, seeing how things are playing out with different scripts.
Muster your courage, men! We
Just doing a little
march
bit of
into
testing
battle!
with the Woodland Realm, and the new bodyguard unit for Legolas are the Hinidawa. Oh my goodness. They have like piercing arrows that shoot through multiple units, multiple targets. I think I got like 800 kills in the first battle I had with him. That was insane. Right, so we have Cav Archers with our Avari General.
This is the way.
Where are they? Yeah. Oh yeah, and the gold and red armor. You got it. Oh, it's so nice. The gold and red armor. Okay. Soon, all our armies will be in gold and red. Very, very nice. So we're going to make them come to us, basically. Means we can set up any hills. Not really. And that actually goes downhill, doesn't it? It's almost like we're going to be shooting into trees. I mean, maybe this is almost like the top of a hill here. Yeah. Like almost top of a flat. Not really the top of a hill, but top of a flat. We do have some archer units, but they're crossbows, so they're garbage. Can't wait to not have crossbows at all. I despise the crossbow. So let's have some swords on the flanks. Swords on the flanks. Have some pikes or halberds up front. They'll do a good job just holding the line. Cav can go with the other Cav. 3 can go cause mayhem. The rest of you, what do we got? Elves. Have the
Men of the Thorn, ready to protect.
there. Yep. Actually, no, you're not the. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Oh, got them confused. The little jabby throwers hang out on the right flank there. Okay. We're pretty much fine. Don't go on that.
Men of the Thorn.
Let's just get some shots in. And they have quite a large army here. The Cav are going to be so important. Just run all the way past, and can I get charged straight into them? Tribesmen. There's crossbow. Have a charge. If they don't cover those crossbows, around, keep firing.
Riders.
Put out. Moving on the Cav Archers so they don't get pinned down, so they don't get a chance to shoot in clearly. Keep moving around. Nice charge. Style units, okay, pull out. Cav have to stay alive. We're just doing some initial skirmishing. Don't get hit by spears. These archers are well out of position. At the moment, all we're doing is just manipulating them towards us.
Riders.
Nice. Still charge there. Okay. Crossbowmen hit them as well. They changed it so these guys actually act like horse archers. They used to not be position themselves like horse archers. Crossbows. Oh, that's a nice charge. Oh yeah, they're pretty much wiped out. Units gone. Back. Don't get into the Arrowlad Dragon Guard. Don't get into the Arrowlad Dragon Guard. They will slice and dice you very, very quickly. Okay, hunters. What we got? Spearmen. Oh, yeah, no, just chill. Just chill. Back. Okay. They're not a target we want to hit, so now we want to flank around the back as they start to engage on the infantry front. If we want to drag a few units with us, that's great.
Weapons ready. Cast them back into the earth.
Actually, and advance. Just wanted to hold for the time being. And there, get into that dragon guard. Go with them. The enemy are actually covering the rear. And there's hunters, clansmen. Okay, we take the clansmen, not the spearmen. Do a little horse sandwich. Clansmen are just sword and shield, so we get them from both sides here. That should give them pause to break. Elves are on it. Out. This cav is doing amazing work. How do we go over here? Yeah, they're routing. Nice. Perfect. Coming around with them. Chasing down there. These hunters we can. The main ones that are hitting us at the moment. Both sides. Chasing down the Daratai. Charge.
Good tidings. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Gone. In. Chase him down. Almost broken. Get out. Get another charge in. Just fighting around their spears in the back at the moment, and let's go give a recharge to this main blob. That should send them packing. Come at them. Go for them. Okay, just hold fire. This should pretty much master out the rest of this main force here. A little tap in the back. Yeah, absolutely nice. Once it's still fighting, chase it down. Chase him. 85%. Grad General, don't get caught in ears, that would be disastrous.
Hunt them down.
Give it to him. Give him some shots. Engage the spears. Maria. And them up. Get in. Hold fire again. That's cleaned up that flank. That's cleaned up the middle. Okay. Can you give these battle imminent charge? Them up.
We await your command.
Send them packing.
Behold
Nice.
how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to
down.
press the attack. Rhun, men of the Thorn. Rhun.
Them down. Get some XP.
Men of the Thorn.
Can you stop running around the circle and actually hit them? That'd be great.
and ready.
I know we've got the army defeated, but I think chase him down. I'm a vindictive general. You know, can't leave any standing.
Our foe is utterly vanquished.
Heroic.
Let all who remember this day
277.
remember it as the day of
Yeah,
our
they
most
are.
glorious victory.
They didn't go well at all. 99% lost. Most kills. Thorn Riders 321. Lost 259. Chased down 3 XP gain. Very nice. Oh, actually 361 to the other Thorn Riders. As I said, the cavalry were going to be absolutely critical this fight. Other than that, the Vari Shadows. I mean, they are an elf archer with free reign, branch firing the entire battle, so they even had a third of their ammunition left still. I have to mention as well, the hair's been cut.
We have triumphed.
There was a haircut today and a beard shaven. So that is certainly looking a little bit different. Right, we've got a nice army here. Thing is, I don't really want to abandon Mornithel. We've got Nerway in here, who's a very good unit. It can't hold against infinite hordes. Wondering, do we have enough? Plenty of units here to recruit. It's more a matter of having the upkeep to gain them. And we do have units in a fort here at the moment, which is obviously upkeep reduction. I mean, I think that they're probably close to taking this.
My lord.
We need probably more spies.
Approaching
honestly.
quietly.
There's some forces here.
My lord.
I come across to here, what do I see?
Quietly.
Nothing.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Nothing. I would like these two to be kind of where we defend. At least on this side. I mean, I'd love to push. I could just dive on down, couldn't I? Dive on down, take this one. Plains of Sorrow. This is Plains of Sorrow here, isn't it? Gee, they all connect. They all connect to Mornithel. So I think either way, we're going to need some more troops defending Mornithel. We send this army forward.
Yes, my lord.
Pretty strong army still.
Your orders, my lord.
I don't feel comfortable leaving that
Impossible, my lord.
empty.
Yes, my lord.
If we take the calves,
My lord. Your will,
third
my
units
lord.
here.
My lord. Orders. Your will, my lord.
For the light!
Orders.
If I take that, leave some units there.
Your orders, my lord.
This is a bit of a bibs and bobs election. We can grab some mercenaries. I don't want to lose this. This is...
With honor. Yes. This
Watchtower.
tower will keep vigil over the lands.
I like to have a watchtower here. I'm probably just going to have
My
my spy here as the
I
watchtower
shall continue tomorrow.
to see if anything's coming.
Yes, my lord.
Now, I got mercenaries here. If I duck over...
With
Are
honor.
they still here? Yeah, they are. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go for a
We shall
poke to see what's
continue
happening
tomorrow.
over
We can go no further, my
here. And
lord.
just the cav in
Your
this army
orders,
is
my
pretty
lord.
strong. We get a unit of axemen. That should be some more front line. At the moment we're just... I've taken all the front line out, basically. Left them defend. This unit then therefore probably duck over here because I've left 4. And probably the better decision. Right. We're pretty happy then with that turn. We've got another Thorn Guard. Breeding. Because we did go pretty heavy on our economic buildings early, getting our vineyards and our mines up, like we can kind of rely on that to keep chugging along. Not that we can abandon it, like you always have to keep building eco. We build something already? We start building. That one. I want to get this one built. I want to get the militia garrison up here. This place has some natural defense.
My lord, approaching quietly.
I will not waste words on you.
Actually, not that many troops.
I will not waste
Because
words on
they're
you.
very depleted. Ah, Baron Raiders, right. Okay, so they're the horsemen. Baron Hunters, Baron. It just changed from Candish to Baron, basically. All they've done. For Bibs and Bob's army. They should be able to deal with that. Can have interest.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Is that enough to hold?
I will not waste words on you. I will not waste words on you.
If they go for the fort, they should definitely die.
Your orders, my lord.
With honor.
I've
We
actually
shall
taken
continue tomorrow.
Yes, my lord.
We need to catch
We
them
shall
in them.
engage.
I'll let them get out.
Orders.
Ooh.
I will not waste words on you.
Oh, so many troops coming in over here. I think this is enough to hold though.
Ships ready.
Probably just not build any there because I'll be
Set sail.
overcommitting. That sort of eastern flank.
My lord.
I need some more intel on what's going on
Approaching
here.
quietly.
Your
Guys,
will,
look
my lord. As
vigilant
you
then.
wish.
Get those secondary mines. Don't think we... I must have got them here. Mining network. Must have been in Santanui. We didn't get them? Yeah, we still have the mining network to build over here. We just have the base mines. We went read on guilds everywhere. I remember that now. The Masons, or the Masons Hall rather, not guilds. Yeah, that's right, we did. We just started building them everywhere. Tried to read a little bit. Thinking that we had some space, but maybe we don't have as much space as what I was thinking we did.
My lord.
Is there something I can do for you?
I can't remember if I talked to the goblins or not. If I do that, is that balanced? Okay. They're bankrupt though. So, give me like 100?
That is all.
They just got no
Farewell,
money at all.
then.
They are completely stone cold dry on the gold front. Okay, we'll keep advancing with this army, but I'll leave some troops here to hold. If I really am concerned here, I can pull them back to Mornithel. Issue is now this settlement is a target. We've just got a garrison force there basically. So we need to hurry up and take this, so then this is the front. If they take this as well, then we're going to be stretched super far. The general built yet? Okay, so they're going for the fort. It's kind of good news. That's very easily defended.
The enemy has surrounded us. We are besieged.
They might just go for both. Once again, if there's no general in that army, kind of a little bit easier to deal with. Unless they start bringing in decent troops, and then we're cooked. As long as they're still rabble, we got a very good shot. Rumors from Rhun. Yes. Yes, a very sultry looking character has ridden to the dwarves and offered them glory.
Your will, my lord.
Question is, will the
Yes.
dwarves
Your
be
orders,
tempted?
my lord.
Will
Yes.
they be tempted?
As you command, we shall prevail.
Orders. March.
Yes, my lord.
We don't really have much of an assault force. Cavalry, our strongest part of our army, our cav, is not built to go in. Well, there's only one unit in there. They move, lads. Okay, we're gonna need garrisons. Garrisons were buffed. That's good. Day Apple Sundays. Do you play battles in this game? Absolutely. Absolutely Apple Sundays, I do. In fact, we just had a big battle before with our army here, which we've now split either way. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you play battles.
My lord.
Your will, my lord.
You can auto-resolve. So, like, for instance, I'll probably just auto-resolve this because there's just one unit in here when we attack next turn when the battering ram's built. But, yeah, if it's a close battle, like, there's going to be a big battle here soon.
I will not waste words on you.
They're going to want to take our fort, which we've got some lads in. So I don't know whether we can hold there or not, but we're going to damn well give it a good shot. Do you have one Thorn Guard in there? How are you going, Apple Sundays? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm still making a decent amount of money. So we need forts on our borders, basically, is what this amounts to, because... Connect. This is the plains of Yugavia. Leofrix going. That's Mervan. Okay, so Lothar connects with Carverad, which we've only got one guy in there at the moment. So we need to reinforce this pretty soon. What would be the best? Maybe just a unit of Thorn Guard. Grab one unit of Thorn Guard. I mean, I'm just very conscious of our money here. We gotta keep scaling, otherwise we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Returns 2,400. Okay. Let's get that down. I definitely want garrisons in Carverad and Mornithel, and probably even in Strondost. In fact, that's probably better use of money right now. Because I have a Master Mason's Hall, yep. So let's just go for the Militia Garrison. They now give 2 garrison units at level 1. They used to only give 1 in previous versions. Where are we? Garrison Halls. Yeah, so tier 1 gives 2 garrison units, but the second tier now gives 3, and they're upgraded in experience. So they have better armor, better weapons, and their experience. So it's actually... a decent buff to garrisons. That was last time, yeah, we don't have the ramjet.
We shall
Right.
engage.
Where did this
Yes.
army disappear to?
My lord.
Where'd they go?
Approaching quietly.
Oh, they're over here.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
I will not waste words on you.
Let's keep tabs on where they're going. They're coming this way, that could be a problem. So we split together. That force was quite strong, but we left 4 units behind to guard Mornithel. Okay, so we're going to be fighting this. You want to see battle Apple Sundays? We're going to be defending a little fort here. Captain Athelwin. I think it's Captain Omar. Do they have anything good? Is the question. Okay, their captain is the Daratai clansman. That's great. He's easy to kill. Jimmy comes in. The Aralad Dragon Guard are a concern, but apart from that, everything else here is pretty trash. So, should be okay to take this. And it's 680 against 2150. Like, the odds are not in our favor. 1 to 3 power ratio, but we have a fort.
We bring the battle to the enemy.
We have a fort. Means we have towers firing at them. They got to get in. We can sort of choke them and create a bit of a kill zone. The big point will be here whether we get our crossbows to get good value.
We must act and halt this turn of events.
We got our little fort. So where are we going to position our crossbows? Up here's... I think here's the spot. We can get up here, go reverse. Yeah, 'cause I actually want to... I don't want them to fire out, I want them to fire back. Like, I want to go... Yeah, there we go. Like that. You guys are actually going to fire back and down. I think that's the best advantage point. Because in Medieval 2, the crenellations actually impede your archers firing out. So you'd think the best spot would be to put them here and shoot them as they're coming. No, that is not the case. You want to wait them to come in, and then we'll pepper them from the wall backwards. Because there's no line of sight issue here off the back of the wall. Now this is our... Now, who our captain is doesn't really matter. Because we're not going to retreat because we're basically in the capture point, so our lads won't run away. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, they do have ladders. Now, last time we defended here, they didn't actually put them up on the walls, but let's just... We'll just wait and see what happens. We want the... Like that. One of you go... Okay, we want you on this side because we want the crossbows to fire down. We want to create like a nice little alcove for the crossbows to fire in. Now, are they bringing the... No, they're not. Okay, so they're not bringing the siege tower or the ladders up. I don't think they can actually get them on this wall. It might be like... I don't know, maybe there's like this rock here stops them from getting it up. But... what we'll do is go like this. Hold position. We want to get them on this... on their right flank as they come in. Our towers are firing, that's good. Already killed 2% of them. We won't be able to destroy the ram because we don't have ballista towers, so the ram will do the job of knocking
The enemy
down the
are
gate.
battering down the gates!
The question is, when they come in, just do we have enough manpower, basically. And the crossbows are an essential part here. If we can fire off most of these crossbow bolts, we probably win. If we don't, we lose. That's about as...
The enemy's ram has breached the gates!
Now the towers will keep firing once they're inside. Hold, lads.
The walls are no
Hold,
longer
lads.
ours. The enemy have taken them.
Kill them. Okay, and you guys start firing. Just hold ground for the time being. We get some good shots. Yeah, load up, and ping down. Oh, beautiful. Like machine gun fire from up on the walls. Give it to them, lads. Load, and fire. Most of you got good line of sight. Some are doing arcing shots, so that's fine. Yeah. Just trying to fire at the near flank. We don't shoot our own men. There will be some friendly fire. That's unavoidable in war, but I want you guys to know just keep stuck in. Yep. You guys get stuck in there as well. Just give them... Yeah, the crossbows are huge here. Towers are still firing down. And they are in our kill zone. This is where we want them. Crossbows are doing so much. Crossbows are... I rag on crossbows constantly. Because I hate them. Oh, they're going to start making that stupid noise. Hold up. Sound options. knock that down. So it's not so draining. The soldiers just crying out in agony and pain. Twang of the crossbows. Let's watch the battle from the crossbows perspective. You know what? You lads might have to pull out your swords yet. Fire. Yeah, look at that. Just firing straight into that blob. They are getting a little bit of return fire on them. The soldiers on the ground are starting to get a little bit light on. Not great. 36. Now we haven't killed their general yet.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
If we kill their general,
they have lost half their men.
Start routing. They've lost half. 53% lost. We've lost 34. But bear in mind, a good percentage of our troops that aren't dead are crossbows that are not that good when it comes to the brawl. Oh, hang on. We got a target. We got a target. We got a target. Dragon Guard. That's what you guys need to shoot. Shoot the Dragon Guard. That's the dangerous unit here. Still making that obnoxious noise. Okay. Dragon Guard. 119. They're the unit we have to be concerned about. Towers are still firing.
Good tidings.
Okay, we killed the general.
Enemy general lies dead.
Killed their general, their captain or general. That should...
Defeat seems almost certain.
Defeat seems almost certain. We just killed their general. Come on. What do you think this is?
Only half our force remains.
They've only got 68%. Fire at the Dragon Guard. They are the ones that are holding them. If they rout, the rest will rout. Come on. Kill the Dragon Guard. Are they routing? That's good. Keep the Dragon Guard. Swordsmen are holding, kind of.
Our general lies
Our general
slain
lies
upon the
slain.
battlefield.
Well. Fire. Fire into this blob if you can. Guardsmen, come on. Crossbows, fire, damn it. Fire, get more kills. More kills, 71 to 81, they've closed the gap. The hunters, damn it. Are our towers still firing? I can't tell actually. There was a twang. They're still firing. They're firing out here. I don't know if that's where I want you firing. Come on, crossbows.
Defeat seems almost
We're gonna
certain.
get so much more value out of you. Those crossbows in the back, they're almost routing. Speed it up.
Our foes. The enemy is no longer in command of the fort.
Fire, boys, fire. They've actually killed all of our... Shoot them. They're routing. Okay. Shoot the ones over here. Shoot. Come on. We're actually not in control of the fort at the moment, so that's good. Shaken. Shaken. And come on. I did say this battle was going to come down to the crossbows. I didn't know exactly how much I was accurate with that statement. Then shoot the hunters. Guys. And. Oh, really? Really? Okay, just hit them. Our towers are not firing, I don't think. That's an issue. Okay, it's going to come down to melee then. Probably turn sound back up because that obnoxious sound is gone. Okay. And it's 94 to 83. I think if we get down to melee, we'll be fine. They'll rout me, probably won't. Okay, right, let's go. So can we just get the towers activated? Are you guys good?
Our enemy has command of the fort.
Oh, okay. Making noise.
The enemy
again.
is no longer in command of the fort.
Goodness me.
Our army is tiring.
If I'd known, I wouldn't have turned it back up. Come on, surely just kill him. Okay. It's too much. It's too much. Turn it back down. Nuke it. What's going on here? I don't think the towers are firing anymore. Super concerned. Now, they aren't terrible in melee. Like, they're still Thorn units. Kind of losing. What are the stats? What are our stats at? 4 and 6? It's so bad. 4 and 6? 4 and 6. It's exactly the freaking same. It's exactly the same. They're same stats. Come on. But our men are defending. Defending their homes. Defending their people. You fight for good. You're shaken. Don't be shaken.
Pray something changes in the course of battle.
99.
Defeat seems almost so.
98.
Defeat is ours on this day.
What?
We have nothing
No.
to be ashamed of. It was but
Why?
a cruel twist of
No.
fate that snatched victory from our grasp.
You useless people. You could have fought on. Could have fought on. There were 9 of you. 9 brave souls. Apparently not. You gave up. 729. The Thorn crossbowman killed. That's okay. That's the fort. That's the outer defenses. But we took a lot down with us. Took a lot down with us. We understand that it's acceptable. Not the city. Turn sound back up because there's no sound playing at the moment. It's okay. So we lost the fort. Grondos still stands with a garrison. I mean, we were severely outnumbered. They caught our reinforcements. That actually sucks a fair bit. I don't think we win this at all.
Yes, my lord.
We'll give it a
Preparing
whirl,
the
but
men to
I don't
attack.
think we win this at all. Maybe we just run. Maybe just run away. We can.
Units, await my orders.
Can we run? Can we withdraw? Depends on if we had movement left, I think. Could just ultra corner camp and see what we can get done. Is there a hill in a corner? Like it's 1 unit against like 8, so I think they're just gonna shoot us, but let's just see. We can withdraw. Okay. We can withdraw, but I mean, let's just see if we can get anything done with a Omega corner camp. I don't think we can. I think they just have too many. Our troops are better than theirs. Our Dorwinion infantry. Dude, I would get in the line. Yeah, that's a safer place to be. Let them come to us, I guess. They did attack us, right? Are they even moving? They're not moving? I mean, we could wait it out, but that's boring. Let's just withdraw then. We'll just withdraw.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the
Snatch
night.
victory from us. Yeah, I don't think we were ever gonna have victory there. The archers were gonna be the issue. They just could have shot us. They may have ended up walking us there. I've been in fights like that where they will come at you after a bit, but I'm not prepared to sit here and wait on stream for that to happen. We'll just withdraw. That should run our troops far enough away.
We should retreat.
Okay, that will get them well far back.
We'll make camp here.
Oh, gee. Oh, it's time to withdraw. It's time to fall back.
We must make a stand. We are besieged.
Shit. We are getting... They have so many troops. Everywhere. Oh, the forces of evil are strong. Man, if we'd held that fort, that means none of their troops would have healed. That's the most important thing out of all that. So, looks like this is where we're holding. I don't think we're pushing out to here because there's another whole army coming at us, right?
My lord.
Yeah, so
I will not waste words on you.
we can't fight that. Not with what we have here.
Yes, my lord.
Even though we have some
I will
cav,
not
they
waste
have
words
cav to
on
match it, so, and spears, majority spears, so our cav advantage is not really that useful. Could take this, just as a passing thought, and burn it to the ground.
As you command.
What's in here? 1 unit. And it should just be a very simple water resolve, right? Yeah. Water resolve is a really funky game. You can just get completely done. Now,
Glory,
we're gonna
honor,
get as much money out of this as
victory.
possible, and then we're gonna run.
My lord,
So we'll
our
sack.
courage and honor have conquered.
Yeah, sack, get some coins, and then what do we got here? Nothing to burn. Right,
Your orders,
we're
my
gonna
lord.
run.
My lord.
Try and hook up with this army. I'd like to put down a watchtower.
We shall continue.
Your will, my lord.
We join them.
Join it.
Yes, my
So
lord.
let's get a watchtower on this border.
We can go no further, my lord.
That army turns back to here. I'm not sure we can hold them. I think this is
Your
enough to
orders,
hold
my lord.
Carverad. I probably need to send these units south.
By your command.
Okay. I was
To
thinking today would have been
exhaustion,
me just
continuing
sort of crushing
Yes,
Rhun,
my
but it
lord.
appears that Rhun has other ideas. We have a general
Your orders, my
who's
lord.
lacking a governor.
Things must improve between us.
Probably Carverad, yeah.
Yes, my
You
lord.
can head over here.
Making camp
Strengthen
here.
the garrison as well, extending a high paladin. Now, if Strondos falls, we are in all sorts.
I will not waste words on you.
That shouldn't do. I mean, if they
Your corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
back it up with more troops, this siege, we're in a lot of trouble. And I don't think we have the forces to repel them. I'm trying to save money to get garrisons here and here. Next 2 turns. They should be reduced cost. Yeah, they're less than 2-4. Yeah. Do we want militia? grab these and we'll send them across. I mean, that's so much money we're investing, but into troops. So we gotta get them across there. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose that. If Strondos goes down, I don't think we can actually hold it all.
Yes, my lord.
Now, will you guys give me... You're meager now. You're meager. You do have some money. So... You should be able to give me 600. Yep. No.
Your plan farewell to you.
Without question.
Sending
Stopping
a
here.
diplomat down.
I shall continue tomorrow.
I will not waste words on you. Your will, my lord.
We have a lot more troops in Strondos, but they are militia mostly. We have 2 generals, but they're not the best. Okay, they didn't reinforce, which is great. If they'd reinforced and then attacked, I think we might have been done. But as it stands, yeah, a lot of these units are injured from that last fort battle. It's Balchos Spearman as the captain, Aralad Dragon Riders. Oh yeah, we should hold this. Charge. Yeah, they're charging. Tangled. We are defending our asses off.
Attack!
And we didn't get our garrison building done first, which is a bit of a pain. If we can get the garrisons up, that's an additional 2 troops in every settlement. How are we defending this? Let's just get everyone off the walls first. Over here. We have towers. Good. Oh, they're actually coming. Normally they attack like this. So we have 2 towers, really, that are going to be doing any work. These ones right on the edges are probably too wide out. They have ladders and siege tower, which will both get to the walls because we have no ballistas. No ballista towers, rather. And the ram will get through as well. So they're going to have 3 entry points. So what we want is our spears on the wall, because they are just going to slow them down. So what the idea is, spears come up on the walls, and we actually let them get up. We let them come here, and we just engage them on this side. Now, because these walls are so narrow, like 3 troops can fight at a time on the wall, which means that whole time the tower's going to be pinging them from behind. Same thing over here with the ladders. We let them come up. Let them come up because we don't want the towers to actually shoot our own troops, and we would rather our troops just hold forever. So we don't want to lose troops here. We just want them to sit there and hold. Now, in terms of archers, we do have some Athala Rangers. That's our general. So they're going to be really, really useful. I can get a good spot for them. That's probably the spot. Maybe over here. Maybe this side. Just get the Athala Rangers up and then we'll put the levies along. Further. No. Punch you right on. Yeah, there. No. That's it. Right, so you guys sit there, hold fire, and then you guys come all the way down. That's good. Perfect. That's what I wanted. On this other side, we do have some just plain old archers. Okay, so you guys are going to sit there. We have 1 more archer unit. And I might just hold him in reserve for later on in the battle. You just come over here. Don't want to actually get shot by their archers, so can we hide behind a wall? Might just have to move him once the battle gets started. It's notorious annoying for getting people set up before battles. I'll just wait. Hold fire, stand ground. So we got our 3 archer units. They're really important. Plenty of value. We have our 1 decent, basically is going to hold the street. Set that up. Everyone else is around. And 4th one, go back here. You're sort of the last line of defense, really. Should they break through? So you lads are. Yeah. That. That. You guys come to the side. What are you guys doing? Seriously? Where have you been told to go?
Where are they?
Over here. Oh, they're actually both coming this side.
Bowman.
That's interesting. You guys could probably get some shots on those guys. Okay, switch plans. Get over here. That is not what we wanted. Bows down off the walls. Come over here.
I'm ready, I suppose. Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates!
Over there.
Where are they? The enemy siege tower has reached our walls.
Get up.
The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel. This thing's a little dusty.
Up there, lads.
Where are they?
You guys are not just stood on the wall. Get down. Get down. Get over here. Run. Okay.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
You three lads are still standing there like absolute pegs. Get back from the wall. What are you doing? Okay.
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all will be lost.
Hold them on the walls, guys. What are you guys doing? You guys got issues or something? Go along. Okay, nice. They're gonna do it for us, sort of. Okay, this is turned into full-on disaster. Okay, so they're holding there. That's good. It's kind of. They're not fighting, right? You guys not fighting. Let's get up here or something. Archers. Alright, them.
I'm ready, I suppose.
Over here. You not stand here, please. Please be able to stand here. Be over here. Okay. Okay, these guys are being painful. Fire. This is not going to plan at all. Put a lot of that cap, but not all of it. Let's get on them. Fourth one over here. You gotta help the archers. Run. You guys get pinned, eh? That's you guys get pin pushing. That's not good at all. Our main forces in the middle are holding well.
I'm ready. No fine region. Find us wanted. I'm ready.
Pull along. Okay. Can you guys please just do as you're told? Just get on the wall and fight those guys, please. Kill. Hold them up on the wall. Right, now they're fighting. That's good. That's what we wanted. Just stand there and fight. My goodness. I think it was that hard. Fire there, fire there. Fire
Only
in.
half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, good thing our troops are better than theirs. They should hold pretty well there.
This thing's a little dusty. Regent's men.
You guys good? You covered that. And you fire down to here. Perfect. So we want
Hold true, boys.
Old true, boys. I mean, this defense everything went wrong, but I think we're still going to pull it off. What are we at? 21 to 59. Yeah. Okay. So everything went wrong. Even with everything going wrong, we're still pulling it off. So we got some nice angles of fire there onto them. Run through so you don't disrupt the archers. You're out of ammunition. Okay. So come around to maybe just hold. No use getting you involved unless we have to. They're still eager. They're not all ready to wrap. When the captain goes, we want to charge in everyone. Come around to here. Get ready to go. At the very least, come activate this tower. Okay, so spearmen are holding on the wall. As you can see, there's only 2 or 3 people fight, so it's actually a really slow fight. Which is exactly what we want. Yeah, see they're now gone. We picked them off with the archers.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favour.
Of course it's swinging in our favour.
From such tidings does victory emerge.
Okay. We've still got our levy forces up on the wall here. Plenty in number. You can see the towers are just pinging away. Our decent troops are all holding in the middle here. Archers are still firing in. Let's pop another war cry. Actually, the Vale Rangers are almost out of ammunition as well. They're actually getting some nice shots in there as well. See their flanks. Also, you always want to fire. If you can get firing in the flanks, that's good because that will avoid the shield stat. Nice. So we pinged them off to the sides. I think this lot are gone. Yeah, they're running. Perfect. Get over here. Ready for a charge if possible. Yeah, captain still hasn't died. When the captain dies, we'll be charging everything in.
We could be near.
Then lads, you have some ammunition left. So come over here. Run. Still fighting up on the wall. I think the Balchov Spearman is the captain. Is that him here? I think that's the captain. Well, he's not going to die anytime soon. That's actually a little painful. We're going to have to kill most of them here. Unless we charge across from the other side. Let's go. Let's rout them. Through lads, go. Through the tower. Through you go. And burst out, burst out, burst out. Hit them hard. If we can rout the general here, and we're just pinning him in here at the moment. We're actually trying to hit. We're hitting the general now, so that's good. There he goes. Nice little bit of glitching through the wall. Love to see it. Oh, you're in the middle of the fight. Get out of there. What are you doing in there? I think they're routing.
Behold how our cowardly
90%.
foe runs. It's time to press the attack. Our foe is utterly
Heroic
vanquished.
victory, 411
Let
lost.
all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
314, the Athala Rangers. That were the lads. They were the lads here firing down in the flanks. So they did really well. Very happy with that. 228 Thorn Bladesmen, they're in the street, and 160 Thorn Guard, yeah. The levies, otherwise, are just there to be pincushions for the opposition, basically. Just to hold, just to sit on a wall and let the towers fire, because they don't do really any damage themselves. They have, like, they're levy spearmen. They're literally the lads recruited, conscripted from the fields, and given a piece of wood and said, go to the front line. They are not good at what they do.
No!
Okay.
Honorable,
if we can get just a chance to get this garrison built. Okay, they pulled back. Good. Less would be great to take, but we just don't have the manpower at the moment. This is actually becoming quite a struggle. Cool, yeah, you guys can take this. Let's just very high tax it.
Yes, my lord.
Want
With honor,
a watchtower here.
This tower will keep vigil over
so we
the
can actually
lands.
see if anything is coming. And the nail in the coffin would be if Dol Guldur declared war on us here. Who are they actually at war with? Dale, Dol Guldur. Khazad-dûm, Dale, Rohan, Anduin Vale, Woodland Realm, Lothlorien. I don't think they're going to be declaring any new wars, but you know, I've seen the AI do dumber things, so
Yes.
we'll wait and
We
see.
shall continue
We
tomorrow.
will
Yes,
wait
my
and
lord.
see.
With honor.
Where are you guys
I
going?
will not waste words on you,
Are you actually coming into here?
my lord.
Hold there. We've got 3 more troops. These 3 have to go to this
My
front.
lord. Yes. We'll make
If
camp
they can
here.
get into that fort, that'd be great.
Your orders, my lord.
Your
Urging.
will, my lord.
But we got to retrain here. I mean, we've only got the 1 slot for retraining. That's actually probably better instead of retrain, just to get a completely fresh unit. Just get another Thorn Guard. Maybe not Thorn Guard because we've got only 1 of them available. Get the Thorn Bladesman. And it needs to be a priority to get another meeting hall here. Or to get a meeting hall here, rather. We don't even have one. We're just relying on the castle stats. Okay, so Carverad has got that up. So we want to get the militia garrison. And then same thing here. Next turn, start building the militia garrison in Monothelm. We're just abandoning that. That's okay.
Yes, my
Falling
lord.
back. We do have some mercenaries. I'm kind of tempted to grab these privateer axemen, but I don't think we have to. It's going to be an expense on the purse. We have troops to recruit. Bit short on melee units.
Your
I
orders,
think this
my lord.
army, even though it's a bit of, it's in tatters a little bit, with this guy coming across,
Yes, my lord.
half-assed, you know, like, they should be able to hold Carverad. Now there's no way they're going for Saint Anui, right? Because, what is this? Western Dorwinion? What is Mountains of Dorwinion, Canada? Strondost. So Mountains of Dorwinion is all Strondost territory. Winddown Forest, yeah.
My lord.
Ooh, we got a faction leader. Well, we've killed 1 faction leader. This was the faction heir. We got Lok Khan Margoz, and he's got the fire lads, the fire archer lads. So
Approaching quietly.
one over here.
Approaching
So we can
quietly.
see.
Approaching
What I want is
quietly.
you to keep an eye on him, see where he
I
goes.
respect you in battle.
That
There will be much honor in
with the faction
defeating
leader
you.
leading, they just won't rout. So this might actually not be enough. Saying that, can we get 1 cav unit to help this force? And just having 1 cav unit in an army can completely
orders,
change
my
the
lord.
prospect of a fight. Being able to have someone to cycle charge, chase down routing units so they don't come back, like, it's just a huge. Now,
my lord.
Really, really tempted.
Your will, my lord.
Let's do this.
My lord.
We just
The
need some,
day
we
is
just need
ours.
some free
We
upkeep.
have conquered.
I mean, they can
my
come and
lord.
siege it, and then we lose 4 more units. We have reinforcements coming, and we're
March
building
to
another
exhaustion,
Thornbladesman.
continuing later.
Building, training another Thornbladesman. Got the lads out in the field at the moment. We're giving them the armor, you know, suiting them up, telling them how to handle a sword,
Ships ready.
giving them some basic training. The Burka is free for the taking if they want it. I mean, we've just completed it. Otherwise, yeah, 4,000 next turn. Thank goodness we got that early eco. That's all I can say. Where is my
Your orders.
lad?
Yes. Tomorrow's journey
Gonna have to
planned
get us
out.
some more money.
I shall continue tomorrow.
I was hoping to push out, but that's not happening. Don't siege this. Don't siege the fort. Pulling troops from everywhere. Oh, they didn't quite reach. That's good. I just kind of wanted to turn a free upkeep. So each fort can have 4 units in it that you don't have to pay the upkeep for, so it's free upkeep for that turn. So if I chuck those 4 units into that fort just to not to pay their like 154, 160, 142, 153 for that turn, save a little bit of money. Okay, Mornithel, you need to get up the militia garrison.
I will not waste words on you.
Oh, they didn't even take it. This might actually rebel into a, we've got it on very high tax rate, so we got 0 public order here, 0% public order. So this should rebel this turn. I would hope.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, pull back.
Orders,
Arvarad.
my lord. As you wish.
Far away.
I will not waste words.
Your orders, my lord.
Get a...
Yes. This tower will keep
To see
vigil
that
over the
side.
lands.
Yes,
in.
my lord. Your orders, my lord.
You about here.
Yes.
The watchtower, so we can see
This
everything
tower
going
will
on.
keep vigil over the lands.
And
with honor.
those axemen, and more than anything, I don't want them to have the axemen because it's the same mercenary pool. So
Yes,
I
my
don't want
lord.
them to get those
We shall
privateer axemen
continue tomorrow.
in any of their armies. Okay, so Strondos is... Okay, I think we cop the upkeep and we pull them back.
Your will, my lord. By your command.
I have enough to retrain to get completely new. Let's retrain those lads. Few more turns to the militia garrison. I mean, I could have just ridden out
I will
and
not
taken
waste
them.
words
Oh,
on
they're
you.
on a bridge. We would lose some. We'd take losses there. Don't want to fight on a bridge.
Orders.
And we have reinforcements coming to hold this fort, basically.
I will not waste words on you.
They want to go for that shit.
I will not waste words on you. As you wish.
And this is
We'll
some good
make
units. Some
camp
Dorwinion
here.
Swordmasters. Horn units, they should be able to hold pretty well. And I've gone
orders, my
full,
lord.
full war setting at the moment. Not good because we're making as much money as I'd like. Actually are coming back down here. One cavalry unit. May need to pull back to Mornithel. Can they get
I will
past
not
me?
waste words on you. I will not waste words on you.
I don't think they can get past zone of control. So, if they somehow do get past us, we're going to have to sally out and attack. Because we can't leave Norway to be left by themselves. Can do a little bit of cheese strats with Norway, a little bit.
Yes, my lord.
Other thing is,
Your
are there
orders,
any
my lord.
mercenaries? There aren't.
With honor.
And we're losing trade here because they're standing on our trade route. Diplomat, find me some money.
Yes, my lord. As you wish.
Lothlorien has taken this.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Trade rights.
This seems quite another
And,
proposition for us
yeah. They have reasonable wealth. So we have 1 settlement, 2, 3 settlements, 4 settlements, 5, 6, 7, 8 currently. So 1,600.
No, we
Okay.
cannot agree.
An honor and a pleasure.
Try 1,400.
Farewell.
Yes,
Try 1,400 next
stopping
turn.
here.
Get a little bit of gold out of them. That would be great. And if this could rebel again, that'd just be it. Them having Lothar, really, really pain. We're making no gold. We pulled all our troops out of the forts. This army here, no one's in this fort. Don't die. Don't die. If my spy had died, that would have sucked badly. Okay. They've hit the fort. Are they going to siege the fort? The hope is yes, they do. My little spy, here, on some scouting. I mean, I don't normally watch these videos, but sometimes just a little casual laugh is worth it, you know. There was a revolt. Rhun accepts the gift. Oh, the dwarves. They were greedy. The greedy, greedy dwarves. They've fallen to Sauron's influence.
My lord, approaching quietly. My lord, my lord.
I'm actually seeing that?
My lord, my lord.
No, I'm not. Okay, so I have to take this back if they want it. That might distract from the loot. Where did this army go? Did they go back here? No? I don't know where they went.
My lord.
I didn't have a meeting hall yet. This guy's costing me a lot of money in upkeep. So
Your
the
orders,
horses.
my lord.
Your will, my lord.
Yes,
They can
my
actually
lord.
make it to the fort in
Your
one
orders,
turn.
my lord.
Yes.
So that will save us a little bit upkeep. Who's the next? 395.
Orders.
You're two turns march away.
By your
So
command.
you might have to be in and out a
March
little
to
bit.
exhaustion.
Back to there, only
continuing later.
one turns
Yes, my
march
lord.
away. It means I can sit him
My
there and I
lord.
can get him there. Yeah, Rhun's now gone to war with the High Elves. They've broken their alliances and they declared truce with Angmar and Gundabad. So sometimes they see the light and they turn back to the side of good, but most of the time they don't. Rondos units being retrained. So once
Your
again,
will, my lord.
get into the fort. A crossbow unit in there.
My lord. As you
Then-
wish.
We got, okay, so that'll be up. Militia garrison will be up. That makes me feel a lot better about this whole situation. Train them. We're actually going to be making a lot more money this term, yeah, because we've just chucked a whole bunch of units into forts. And we might even get
I can
a nice
reach
little
you, but not-
injection
yes, my
from
lord.
Lothlorien.
Without question. Yes. You have a proposition for us?
1400. Actually, no, they didn't take 1600 when I had 8. Which means I should go for 1200. I've lost one since then. Yeah. No.
You hold us at ransom until we meet again.
1200 gold
Without
from
question.
Lothlorien.
I
should go
shall
talk to the
continue
dwarves.
tomorrow.
They'll surely have some
Tomorrow's
money to
journey
play with.
planned out.
We 1800 gold. I want to do something with that. Go cavalry unit. Just upkeep it. kind of want to start upgrading my armor from this settlement particularly, because that's where a lot of my troops are coming from, but I just need more money. Armor is like a hedge because it does provide a little bit of money, but it starts improving the quality of our troops. Saying that, we can just grab a market here. Don't even have a Master Mason all year, actually. Let's get the armor. Same thing here, get some armor. Or go for the next militia garrison. No, that's right, we're gonna get the meeting hall though. Definitely get the meeting. Much smarter. Much smarter. And we'll get a meeting hall here as well. So, meeting hall, and a little bit of extra armor for our troops. If we can get the Avari armor activated in Saint Denis, that would be great. Yeah, what? Three?
Your will, my lord. My lord.
I'm gonna send him to Saint Denis next turn to get retrained. Still have free upkeep.
I will not waste words.
Still sitting on that bridge. We could win, but we would lose. Now I don't know exactly what this Wood Elf Fort looks like. It's not the same as the Westron forts, basically. Like the one we fought at next to Strondost, that fort there. They're going for the fort again. Around the mulberry bush.
The enemy lay siege to our people.
Where are they going? Excuse me?
My lord.
So Mervan here, Carverad, is slightly exposed.
I respect
Unless they come around the back to go for Strondost.
There will be much honor in defeating
Faction
you.
leader. I mean, we'll take a fight
I will not
here.
waste words on you.
We'll kill them.
I will not waste words on you. I will not waste words on you.
To remove that little force. And I'm a little bit concerned. Get the Thorn Guard here. Strondost is complete, so that's now getting the meeting hall. Great. The fort again. I think because we got such a small number of troops in that fort, it's sort of like almost enticing them to go for it. We get. Okay. That'd be great.
Your orders. Yes.
Barrier eggs.
There is something you wish to speak of?
$1,500?
I see little, my people. Very well.
Okay. We'll just see if he stays here again. We'll just do the old trick.
Question.
Run back,
Yes.
run back, run
Yes.
back, run back.
Without question. Yes.
Just see where he
I shall
goes.
continue tomorrow.
Okay, let's take this little fight here then.
Orders, my lord.
Worth knocking them off.
Marching to war.
Assuming we can win. Actually look that promising. We have a lot more troops. It's just I think it's just the cavalry archers that is bolstering the sort of like the balance of power.
Give them no quarter this day, men. Take up arms and take.
Take up arms and take. He was shot. Arrow to the heart. He never finished the sentence.
Units, await my orders.
Okay. So this is our general unit, so you need to chill in the back. Particularly with a little fight like this. You can't just lose if your captain dies. So we'll have front line. One guard. We'll protect our general with our other unit. And have some crossbows just plinking off. Oh, that's not crossbows. Crossbows plinking off over here. Plinky plinks. Coming to us. Crossbow ranges is, but can we like... Put further to get in range. Let's march the crossbows off to the side. They're coming. Give it to them. This is the main problem, these guys. Keep firing. Carol the Dragon Guard. I don't care really if they shoot at this they shoot at our crossbows. I could have put them in a loose formation, but I didn't want to muck around that much with it. Can we march this formation forward?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Now we should.
Weapons ready.
Sir? Crossbows, are you even firing at a good arc? No, most of you hitting the ground. Useless crossbows. I actually despise crossbows with a passion.
Crossbows.
Fire.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Okay, we got 77%. Not enough.
Crossbows.
Yes, they're gonna run out of ammunition soon enough. When they do, we're gonna be there with our pikes. Go for them. Go for them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
85%? Yeah, nice.
Behold how our cowardly foe
run away.
runs. It's time to press the attack. Be awed by the victory we have won here
losses,
today.
Actually. One guard 132. Crossbowman 100. I hate crossbowmen. I could trade out all my crossbowmen for just lads with regular longbows. You saw that when they were shooting there, right? There was like a little lip. Instead of just like angling their arc up a little bit, because they can't, because they're crossbows, right? Because they just fly over the enemy's head then. They just shoot into the ground. That's it, just shoot into the ground. Because if I shoot hard enough into the ground here enough times, it'll eventually dig a hole and I'll be able to shoot through to the enemy. You know, that's the thought of my crossbowman there.
In your name, my lord. Your will, my lord.
I respect you in
now this force looks very
there will
meager.
Be much honor in defeating you.
So much so I'm very happy I'm recruiting other units here. Okay, but militia garrisons are up and running. Done. Done in 2 turns, done next turn. Very happy with that. Now, what I'm not happy with is this guy just waltzing through my land. Version 5. There is some weird stuff with movement of troops. They never used to do this. So we'll have to see where he goes if he intends on attacking. If he attacks Saint Anui, then all rules are out the window for how our regions function. That's all I can say. All rules are out the window. Okay, here we go again. Swordmasters this time. That might make a bit of a difference. Although no Thorn Guard. It's only 1,000. I think it was like 2,000 last time, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 1 to 2. It was 1 to 3, I think. So we should win this. I'm pretty confident with this one.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for battle.
Shout out as well to the stability. I mean, I haven't even done one of the later hot fixes. Since I started this campaign, there's been another hotfix. It was nothing that was too relevant to a Dorwinion campaign. But yeah, should be actually, it's actually performing really well. Goes up here on the wall. I wish I could spread you out along the wall like that, but on the other side. Just can't. They won't do it because they're programmed to be facing outwards, but I want them to face inwards.
Move out.
About as best as I can do. I might get a bit of a longer line here. Let's just hold with that. That's good. Okay. Probably the last one in, since you are the general. We're going to leave that nice little line.
An extra barrel for all.
That's it.
Stand together. We'll take it from
Probably
here.
want you here so you don't get shot by crossbows. And you guys have shields, so in case a stray crossbow bolt goes your way, shield might actually. Oh, what they're using the. No. Starting to feel like this AI is a little bit intelligent, man. So the 2 previous sieges we've had at this fort, they just sent the ladder and the siege tower back. This time though, they're bringing the siege tower up. Don't ask me why. But apparently that's.
Men of the Thor.
Where are they even going?
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates! Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work. Blast their eyes!
Oh,
the
it's a
enemy's ram
disaster.
is through our gates!
It's a disaster. They actually put ladders up. Did not expect it. I just supposed to be in
The
there.
walls are no longer ours. The battle is very much in our
What is
favor.
going on?
Victory will be ours.
Fight. You're not fighting. You're not fighting. They're not fighting. Get off the wall.
Stand together.
Okay. They didn't fight at all. They were just standing there getting slashed. And the AI doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Toolmasters.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Ready.
Not a good angle there anymore anyway.
Men of the Thor.
Done.
Men of the Thor.
Come down. Give it to him. This is a new fort design as well, I think. So there could still be some issues with this fort design. In terms of just troop
Only half
pathing.
our force remains.
Clearly there was some pathing issues. Heavy game! Raiding with a party of 6! Come on in! Come on in! Welcome in! Welcome into the stream. Why aren't these guys breaking? Come on, welcome in, Raiders. It's the heavy raid. Come on in.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. The enemy are utterly
Most kills
vanquished.
this battle.
This
300 to the
is a
Sword
great victory
Masters. Well
worthy
done,
of
lads.
only the mightiest
Worth your weight
of
in gold.
generals.
Welcome in, Raiders. How was your Phasmophobia, Heavy? That's what you were playing last time I checked before I went live. And how is everyone who was over there in the Phasmo stream? Hopefully the ghost stopped strangling you. I came in and it was like immediate strangling action. Oh no. Oh no, they've gone again. Oh well, sorry lads. Sorry lads. You did well, but I doubt you're going to be able to fend off a second army.
The enemy has surrounded us.
Where are
We are
these guys
besieged.
going? It was fun. Where's a nice chill time when playing with the buds? Yeah, it's good, man. Let me just give you a little shout out. Shout out at. I always think it's heavy game, but I don't know if it's heavy game. Meant to be heavy, not heavy. I think I know heavy is HEAVY, but I don't know. Maybe you could tell me. Maybe it's meant to be heavy. Osgiliath is under attack, and I don't really care about Osgiliath at the moment. We are getting punked here. It's basically heavy without the yeah. I thought it was heavy. I thought it was a heavy game. That's what I thought. But if I looked at it phonetically, it would be heavy, which I thought sounded weird. So went for what didn't sound weird. By the way, I'm very self-conscious today because my protection is gone. I normally have mustache, beard. I've had longish hair for quite a while for the last few months. And I had a haircut today, and I shaved off the mo and the beard. So I feel like my actual face is exposed to stream. You know, it's not the protection that I have up normally. My armor's gone. Everything I do doesn't make sense. Don't talk yourself down. Now,
I will not waste words on you.
I mean, there's a good shot we don't defend this a second time, but I mean, those lads are gonna try. They're gonna try. Rondost, yeah, keep. Actually, probably just recruit another unit. Another one. Another Thorn Guard. I hate these crossbowmen. With a passion. I want to say this is the first time I've seen you on webcam. Well, there you go. I normally have it on. So I guess it doesn't look any different to you at all. This is just normal. This is now your normal. If you come back in 3 weeks' time, and I've got the makings of the goatee and mustache because it grows very slowly. It's not a fast-growing beard. You know, it's not the Usain Bolt of beards. In fact, it doesn't even deserve to be in the same sentences as Usain Bolt and beards. We have a coming of age, Frontier. This lad, what's he good at? Is he any good? Let's have a look at him. Northwind, he's smart. Better at trade, better at taxes. Sociable. Promising commander, confident defender, siege expert. He not fights at night. Actually, this guy's pretty good. Reserved, renowned father, and he's got a tutor. Oh, this guy, we gotta keep him alive. I mean, I try to keep all my generals alive, but this guy looks pretty good. I'm normal. Yeah. Normal is the beard. Saint Anui, Carver. Now, yeah, get the meeting hall up because that'll save us a little bit of money. And I want to keep going down the armor line here. Let's get the leather worker. If we can get this to, it's only 4 buildings, I think, so it's not too bad. Where are we? Blacksmiths? Oh no, it's 5. It's 5. We have to get the Avari armorer. In that case, try and get the Mason's Guildhouse. Try and get the Mason's Guildhouse. And possibly a Thorn Bladesman. Now we want to send him to come get retrained. And we'll send this lad out
my lord.
To
Orders.
send this lad out to join the fort.
We can go no further today.
Join the fort crew. 1,200, but we're saving up. Let's save some money. Try and get that Mason's Guildhouse up. Is there an imminent? Is there an imminent threat? Looks over at Lest. There's half stack sitting here, ready to go. Plus the lads already sieging. So I'd say there's an imminent threat. I'll keep getting more troops. Troops are good. And there's also this army coming from behind, which has Aru mercenaries in it. Ooh, that's actually the point. So yeah, definitely some more troops. You free upkeep anyway, so that's fine.
Your will, my lord.
You join him. Cavalry squad. And where's my diplomat at?
My lord.
Get one more crack at it. I did 1,200, didn't I? Did you bite? No, he didn't bite at 1,400.
Without question.
There is something you
Let's
wish to speak
see
of.
if he bites at 1,200. Poor.
No. Peace and farewell.
Yes,
Let's just
as you wish.
see one more turn.
Tomorrow's
So we
journey
maybe get
planned
1,000
out.
out of him. I have another unused fort up here, but it's just so far away from the front. I just can't really use it. Not effectively, anyway. I'll feel much safer once I have the militia garrison here, because then I could technically pull these troops back from the fort to Mornithel and make a stand here with the militia garrison, basically. That's
My lord.
That's the plan there. Strondost is way stronger now as well with the garrison. So I'm feeling a lot safer about my defenses now. I think I can probably go back to the eco plan and get a little bit greedy. Every time I say that, things go back poorly again. How's your life been though? Heavy out of streaming? What's going on behind the scenes, so to speak? 289 up against 1,124. Unless we get a timely kill against the spearmen. Maybe. There is a very, very small chance we win this battle. And if we do, we might get a man of the hour.
Give them
Which
no
would be really
quarter
good.
this day, men. Take up arms and take.
Might get a promotion. One of our lads might get promoted to general. Still being good, still trying to adjust to my new schedule,
tide
which
of
is why I
battle
haven't been
seems to
able
have
to stream
turned
like I
against
used
us.
to.
We
Yeah.
must act and halt this turn of events.
Certainly, just working, streaming around your life is difficult. Now, I think what we'll do this time is we'll try again, but instead of trying to move them if they come, we'll just leave them up here to fight. They should fight. They'll fight okay. That's good. That's where I want you. Okay. Stay up there. Now the sword masters are probably the 52 of you are the important ones here. So start battle. You guys go over to here. Provide that flank. You're here. And mix in, intermingle with the sword masters, just to give them a little bit of little bit of a buffer zone now. Are they coming with ladders? They are. May as well fire then. Fire off some shots. Something done. Maybe a couple of kills, who knows.
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates! Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work. The enemy's ram has breached
Hopefully
the gates.
those crossbows actually do something on the wall there. Right. Even if they just delay
The walls are
them.
no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Get in there, go. Yeah, they did not hold the wall very well. They got back down. I say, cool, they're gonna come back through the gate. Yeah, these sword masters are pretty much everything here. What? Okay. Let me just deal with this. That little crash. As I said, we are on beta version, so it's somewhat to be expected. Let's check this up. Grab ourselves back in. What we save before every battle. Not so we can save scum, but more so that in case we do get a crash. So that's not bad actually for a beta version. We'll be making it in an hour 47 with one crash. Let's jump back in, back over to here. Now, if there's something in this battle which is causing a crash, it'll probably crash again. And if that's not the case, we'll just have to cheat win it to get past the battle. Sometimes it's just a combination of units, but yeah, it's still being, as I was saying, even the latest hotfix I haven't installed because I've started the campaign. So, I mean, if we only have one crash each stream, that's pretty good. We need to get our settings right again. Music back up. Wow. Tunings. I'll get back to you in a second. Heavy. Right.
The troops
Yeah.
are assembled.
So,
Prepare for battle.
yeah, I went from working 8 hours a day to 12 hours, which leaves me exhausted most days. Yeah, man. Look, I know exactly what you mean in terms of just being, not to working 12 hours, but just being exhausted from work and the mental fortitude that is required to just turn the stream on. You know, sometimes it's just a little bit too much. Yeah, I got a different strategy here. I think because we're so low on numbers, let's try and do a little different. Let's let them come right in, shall we? Now, we do know they're going to come over here, and they just died, so that wasn't good. Could stand them like up over here. Something like that. Then get some shots off. Let's go. See if we get a secondary crash, but yeah. Yeah, sometimes just the want isn't there. You know, if you don't want it, then it's probably something you should be doing, right? So
The enemy are battering down the gates. Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls.
yeah. So if they
It's
go
time
for the
for
crossbows
butcher's
here,
work.
they still come up on the ladders. Let's just see. They're gonna have to run around and down to this gate anyway, so it's not really gaining them anything by taking that wall.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
You guys can take the wall. How many of you lost to the tower so far? 13% already. That is great.
The enemy
That's-
have the walls.
That's bonkers.
To our defense, or all will be lost.
Right, so you guys should be good guys for speed. They make those stupid noises. Got to get going, bud. I'm really tired after that last one, but I'll keep you tabbed up in the meantime. Hope you have an awesome stream. Yeah, thanks, Heavy Man. Appreciate it. And yeah, oh, killed the general. Maybe we win this. Yeah, hope you just are feeling better about your schedule and you are just having a great time, enjoying your streaming and just enjoying life. Have a good one, mate. Appreciate the raid, really do. From the heart, man. In the meantime, kill them, lads. Are we still firing?
We've lost Ray. Something changes in the course of battle. For defeat seems
firing.
almost certain.
Sword Masters are going to have to carry the day here. Maybe they are. They're chopping through them.
Stand together.
How's the firing?
Our foolish general has thrown his life away. Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
No, I think we just routed them. Oh, is this a tower here? Nothing's firing from the back.
We await your command.
Men of the Thorn.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
We got nothing left, but we won. I'll take it.
Our foe is utterly vanquished.
Do we get a man of the hour?
Let all who remember this day
That would be great.
remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
The Sword Masters. No, the Sword Master only killed 96. It was actually just the Thorn Bladesman. 210. Just went to work. 25 healed. Only one friendly fire kill. Actually pretty good with crossbows firing in. And it didn't crash that time, so I think there's still just a little bit of instability in the build, which is expected. That's why it's only beta at the moment. It's not released on ModDB just yet. However, if you are interested in downloading Divide and Conquer version 5, you just got to join the Discord for Divide and Conquer. And yeah, the link for that is on any of my YouTube videos for any Divide and Conquer videos. Execute them. And you can get on and get the beta version. They're gonna go again. Three sieges in a row. I don't think they can hold this time. Maybe if they get a man of the hour, we get a general in there. Maybe
The enemy lay siege to our people.
that would have procced. I think that procs right then and there, not at the start of your turn. Oh, maybe it does happen at the start of your turn. And can you lads just give up? They really want Strondos. They are hideous from all sides, literally. This fort is really good though. It's kind of holding them at bay. It's a good fort. It's got good towers. Ah, no man of the hour. So, you lads, the remainder, you've fought off 2 armies.
Your corpse will be thrown to the dog.
You're not fighting off this one. There's a general in here. That sucks. But we did get... oh yeah, because we had to reload mid-turn. We don't see what buildings popped up.
My lord.
I know which buildings we got. We got a meeting hall here. There's some more free upkeep. And something else. Our meeting hall's building over here. Probably the militia finished building there as well. So we are short on money. 2,987. Did we just start building? Oh yeah, we started building the Mason's Guild. Okay, good. There's nothing else we can really do. Maybe we can eke some more money out of our diplomat.
Yes, my lord.
On over here, good.
Without question.
Look to the variate
There is
diplomat
something
again.
you wish to speak of?
Give me 1,000 this time. Okay, we've reduced what we're expecting. 1,000?
I see
Really?
little my people need in your offer.
You've got modest wealth.
Our discussions?
Unless they've already
come to a
scouted a
close.
lot of our settlements. Possible. Wow, is that a full
Perhaps you
dwarven
seek a
stack?
diplomat and not a warrior.
Wow, if they actually attack the goblins with that, the goblins got no shot at all. They will lose. Full stack of dwarves against a full stack of goblins, the dwarves win every time. Okay, so do we sally out and try and kill the faction leader? I think we do. I think we go for it.
You.
We've got decent force here with 3 good units plus a few generals.
I respect you in
Now, I'd
battle.
love to know what's actually in that. Is this a...
Your corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
Don't have any spare money. I think we need to send these troops over. Probably after we take the fight. We'll ferry them across as well. Keep sending them. Yeah, let's go for this fight.
Yes, my lord. Your
Try and kill
orders,
the
my
faction
lord.
leader. On open ground.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
Don't have any cavalry, which is name. And about the amount of militia I have. Surely they're not good units in the
To
army.
battle.
Oh, they have privateer axemen and privateer cav. That's actually a bit of a pain. Beltor, these three are nothing. Rhun mercenaries are very good. Skill against mounts, not that that affects us, but 12 and 16, they'll cut through our militia like it's nobody's business. We can try and get our militia up against the privateer cav, or at least their militia. That would be decent. Avathala Rangers. I mean, Thorn Guard are gonna have to carry the day, really. Otherwise, we're short here.
Muster your courage,
I mean, it's too good an opportunity
march
to
into
pass up.
battle.
We can kill off their faction leader. Maybe even turn around and go for that other general. Maybe that's a bit ambitious. We'll have to see how well this fight goes. If we had a single unit of cav in here, I'd be very, very confident that we just wipe the floor with them. But without that, we are lacking a bit of punching power. A lot of spears. Like, so many spears. Only one sword unit, really. Oh, I guess the paladins. Right. Bows. Now, they do have their own bows. Might be worth going loose formation. It's not. I think they fire less accurately in loose formation, so it's better to just hold tight formation. Particularly if you feel like you have archer superiority, because you can just burden them in arrows first. Where are they? Let's have a look at our militia. Look at them.
Where are they?
Bowman. Yeah, Bowman. They're looking very... These are our Athala. This will be the only Athala Ranger unit that we get in the whole campaign. Because we went for the Elven route, so the Athala Ranger is locked behind the human choice. But because he's a custom general at the start, what's his name? I don't remember his name. But yeah, so this is our only Athala Ranger unit, which is basically, if we have a look at them, 8, 6, 4, and 13. They're very comparable to a Thillian Ranger. 240 range, very high accuracy, 32 missiles. Like, they're a range unit. They're good. They're a good unit. Probably one of the reasons that's very attractive to take the human route instead of the elven route. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll have our militia to protect our archers on the flanks in case the cav come around. In the front, we'll have our guard. Guard in the front. I want to, sort of chill in here with the Athala Rangers as well. And that leaves the Paladins. Paladins here and the swords. You guys can go where is needed, basically. Where is needed. Hopefully we get in range. We're a little bit downhill, which sucks. Coming to us. Moving. They look like they're moving a little bit. Oh, we're in range. Perfect. Great. Now look at the range on these Athala Rangers. My goodness. I think it's even further than the Morroquendi Sentinels. Oh, they just out of range. They're literally on the very edge of our range. So we just want to sneak forward the smallest amount. Sneak forward a touch. That should get these guys in range again. Yeah. They have shields, so don't shoot at them. Shoot at the hunters. Okay, now we are in range of the firing mercenaries. They are the target. Don't bother shooting the Lognarim, because I don't think you'll do much damage to them. but definitely the Rhun mercenaries. Fact, who has less armor? 11, 10. Yeah, so they're the target. Fire is coming in. Okay, they're in range. No. With the Rhun mercenaries. There's few of them that hit our line, the better. Old men. Just a few arrows. We're hitting them with archer fire as well. In fact, I think we're hurting them more. Okay.
I'm ready.
Cav has gone straight into our spears. Perfect. Okay, meet them head on. Okay, change fire. You try and shoot them. You go for them. Okay, get out of formation. Just go for it. Have to. Get in. You might need to help the spears. The spears are just getting melted over there. These guys are just really hurting us. They run out of ammunition, that's going to be great. So Thorn Guard up the middle are really carrying the day.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Deal with them.
No fine region can find us one. Never again! Will the land of my people fall into enemy hands?
Yeah, you guys are done. Just go into loose formation, Just loose formation. Go. Same with you, go loose formation, just to try and spread out some of those arrows.
Only half our force remains.
And you guys stand in front of them then. Sort of like try and take some arrows. No, just get in.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
In.
Bowman.
In. Firing, try and get them down. Kill this cab. Man, are they like really still holding? Kill him. These Rhun mercenaries, they're still alive. I told you, man. They're just going to cut through us. Okay, so you're out.
Never again! Will the land of my people fall into enemy hands?
We're like almost surrounded them. Privateer Axeman, I tell you. Get in there. See what you can do. Color Rangers aren't terrible. Man, they are just getting juiced by the Rhun mercenaries. Okay, we finished here. We just slow things down. Okay, so what we want is...
Where are they?
Go get on them. You help them out. Sort of go in support. We need someone to go help over here. Help the Rangers. We got our general in there. We don't want him to die. Someone needs to help that out. Seriously, just kill them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Get in there, go.
High Paladin.
With great speed.
We got them surrounded here. Wowzers! What a brutal affair. Can you please just kill these guys? Just stab them, my goodness. Oh, my general is... Oh no, he's fairly safe. So that's got a little bit of chaff with the spear, Regent Spear Guard. Okay, you guys get over here. Run. Help them.
This thing is a bit dusty.
Oh no, you don't. If you charge in and kill my general.
Look out.
Yeah, intercept it. Catch him. Good intercept. Come on, really?
Never again! For the lives of my people fall into enemy hands!
One unit of cav would have made all the difference. In that go. What is this guy, immortal? Kill him! He's surrounded.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Never again! For the lives of my people fall into enemy hands!
I can't actually understand how this guy's still alive. What's that sound? Is that his special ability? Come on. Can we just...
I'm ready, I suppose.
You guys come over here.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Goodness. Come over here.
This thing is a bit dusty.
With great speed! Move!
Around.
Stand together. I'm ready. I suppose.
It's come down to the... Get in there. Chase him down. This should be enough to finish this off. Could be. I speak with bated breath. Got them. They're wavering. Come on. Killing a few of them. They should be gone. There goes the general.
Dead.
They should rout.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
We're gonna have some money next turn. That's the faction leader down.
It could have been we that were slain and defeated on the field, but fate has been kind and delivered us victory.
Yeah, could have been. All three generals stayed alive, as far as I'm aware, which is the result I wanted. Generals in Med 2, if you don't know, they automatically replenish up to a certain amount, so you don't have to manually replenish them, which costs money and time and build and recruitment slots. So 134 Vineyard Bowman. Is that really 144? Athala range. I was gonna say, did the Vineyard Bowman really get the most kills? But this is why I just prefer bowmen over crossbows, because crossbows are just so slow and clunky. Like, crossbows would still be firing their bolts right now. They just take so long to fire, and the half of their bolts would have missed. You know, at least these guys get their shots off and then get involved. You know, even if they're absolute garbage, get your shots off and then get in there and just be a meat shield. Just be chaff. You know, because at the end of the day, the crossbow in melee are just as good as, you know, like your other bow units. So it's about getting your value out of the archers. And crossbows are just so much harder to get value out of. Yes, in the perfect situation, crossbows are better than normal bows. However, the perfect situation just rarely exists.
Yes,
okay, so they all live. So they'll start replenishing. Get back in the fort. Yes. Remember, we do have militia garrison. Guess we can replenish them. And we need to funnel these lads across with one cavalry unit. Yeah, so
Orders.
get a
Your
cavalry
will,
unit
my
across
lord.
it. That would make
My lord. Yes.
big difference.
We'll make camp here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not paying any upkeep on these guys now because they're dead. Good. Yeah, this has just been a brawl. This entire stream so far today has not really gone to plan at all. I do have troops sitting here. I say that with not much certainty. We let this rebel, so they're going to struggle to take this back against the full stack of, well, not full stack, half stack of rebels back in there again. If I go all the way out here to Lothar, then I'm really stretching myself thin. I kind of just want to beat them here and take Lest. That's many borderlands. I can take Lest and hold Lest and Strondost and sort of this be where we're holding, because this here is good. I stretch myself to here, that's okay, but it's not really, because they can still hit Carverad because they have a border here. So I'm still kind of hoping for a little cheeky regicide of Rhun. We've killed both we've killed their starting faction leader and faction heir. These guys are so dead. I mean, we're going to fight it manually just because we'll get some more value out of the arrow towers. Like, we're not going to win, but we'll get some kills. And they'll heal some of those, but that's fine. That is just... You know what, I'm just going to do a save on Dorwinion, just so we've got a secondary save from today's stream. Yeah. We'll do our best here. Basically, just to get as many kills as possible.
Lines and prepare for battle.
Just so we can take the remnants of this army with what we have over in the castle.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us.
I mean, these lads did really well.
Turn of events.
They fought off three armies, well, 2 armies, and this will be the 3rd one.
Extra barrel for men of the thorn.
Just try and get some shots. Stand there, try and get some shots. Guys.
Armament ready. Armsmen, stand together. We'll take it from here.
Okay.
Weapons
Righto.
ready. Armsmen.
Let them come. Let the cows fire. They will just get as much value. Ooh. Not sending the towers up. You guys can get up on that slot. This wall's been a little bit buggy, but if you can get up there. Okay, that's actually like pretty good.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
Pause. If we actually get them here reasonably assembled, that would be perfect. If you can get that. Okay, that's pretty good. We didn't start them up there, it's a little bit worse, but now what we want to do is just pull these guys back a touch so we actually have a nice firing arc. Pull back.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates! The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all will be lost.
That's not good. No, they've come back
Our
down.
general lies
Our
slain
general
upon the
lies dead
battlefield.
already, gee. That's good.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems
Hit
almost
these
certain.
Dartar warriors. See if you can get some kills with that. I mean, the fact that they have a Loke Grim bodyguard here is just going to completely kill us. But our crossbows are getting some shots. I get some kills. I killed 39% of them. Not bad.
Our foes taking control of the fort.
They're coming up, so bad luck to...
We've been beaten by our foe.
Yeah. That's okay. They lost 216. I mean, yeah, they're going to heal some of that. Let's have a look how much. 25%. So they lost a quarter. They lost a quarter. I mean, I think that's pretty decent. What we had. There. Crossbow's actually got some nice shots. Yeah. If we got like a lucky kill on the general there, I don't think we even would have won, but it just would have been very good to get rid of that general. If you kill the actual general model in a general unit, then that whole unit's dead. So you gotta, if you can snipe the general out, even in a battle like that, yeah, pretty unlikely that we couldn't surround him. Now we should have some money this turn that we can actually retrain some units. Because look at that garrison in Strondost. It is not looking strong at all. Strongdost is looking a little weak dost at the moment.
Orders.
Yeah, you can make it in.
As you wish.
You can't though. So just come to here.
By your command.
Hide. Hide, yeah, and I'll send you next turn. Generals are replenishing, that's good. And we have 3 slots here, so we can definitely retrain him. How much XP? 2? I mean, probably. Maybe just a fresh swordsman is the correct call. Get a fresh swordsy in there. Alright. Can I get a Great Hall? Want? Yeah. Nice. So that's free upkeep on him. I definitely want to keep building this up as well. This can put a stand by itself and not have to have a garrison protecting it. Did that. Levies. We'll have some reasonably fresh troops in there, and once again, we're relying so much on the militia. When we get them in, then I think we're fine. How much over there? Okay, dwarves.
My lord.
Give us some money, please. Give us some money. You're well off. Should be on friendly terms. And we should be able to get 14, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'll have to try 12.
Well, that was uneventful.
Generally 200 per settlement, unless they already know where that settlement is. They've seen it already. That's the calculations there. I have units here, but they're sort of waiting to reinforce Carver if it comes over, or Mornithel, either one, to sort of jump either way. Really don't want to build those crossbowmen. Rather just get Thorn Riders, Thorn Bladesmen, and ones possible. There's nothing showing here for the time being, so we'll just wait. This is where the focus is, and we're going to be gaining strength here again. Whew. This has become old fest. Old Dost. Did they move those troops out of that fort? They did. Yeah, because I'd like to take that fort back, because that's a great place to defend. Better than the city. The fort gives me great value for troops, and the fact that they keep going for it, because I think I sort of keep putting a small amount of troops in there. Orthanc under siege, turn 40. Rohan are doing it. What? Wow. That's cool. Okay, so we got that building. And this will be the last Mason's Guild House, I think, for a long time. So I think that we've got them built everywhere else as much as we can. So the greed, we've got away with the greed, basically. What we're saying here. Oh, is there one more here? Oh, there's one more here, actually. Yeah, so we got one more to go. One more to go, and then we've full got away with greed. Going here.
My lord, approaching quietly.
I like this. This is a new province or new settlement, Ornithel, in version 5.
Your corpse will be... My lord.
Can't quite make it to there. Do we have a strong enough force to chuck in? Yeah. Seem to really like fighting there. I don't think we do.
Your
1,
will,
2,
my
3,
lord. Orders.
4,
My lord.
4,
Orders.
4.
My lord.
I wouldn't put a general in there because that's just a death trap.
Orders. Your will, my lord. Orders. My lord. As you wish.
Train him. Another levy.
Your will, my lord. Orders. Orders, my lord. Your will, my lord. Orders. We are
The free upkeep is
victorious.
really relevant as well.
We have
Just getting
conquered,
some free
my
troops. So these ones will be free here as well. And two are free. So we're getting a bonus for free upkeep. Saying that, I think we need to keep funneling troops across from over here when we get the chance. And there's no 5 turns, 2 turns. Grab levies, but I can get them from Coruscant if I need levies. We're really desperate. But yeah, that's up to 4,777 again. Now can we
Yes, my lord.
You have a
join some
proposition?
gold? You probably want trade rights actually, right?
It seems we'll have
Yeah.
another proposition for us, eh?
And try 1,200. Nice.
I suppose we can agree. Diplomacy.
As you wish.
Okay.
Stopping here. Tomorrow's journey
1,200
planned out.
gold. And we're close to getting this built. Not quite. Need a little more. 3,885. But that'll help definitely in the next turn. Maybe I can get some more troops next turn with that extra gold. We could go for these, but I think I'd rather let them try and attack, die. Family member.
Respect you in battle.
Come in as well and die with this family member. I think they've got too many family members now. I think we've missed the opportunity for a cheap regicide. Basically, a cheap regicide. Man, if I hadn't have done the wineries and the mines early, we would be in a pickle. Yeah, they're going to go for that one again. It's fine. That's what we want them to do. Because that is the best defensible location we actually have in our
My lord. We are besieged.
entire little kingdom. That's our best spot to defend. The thing is, that army is now probably going to go for Strondost. So they've already sieged the fort. Depends on the ordering next turn. It'll depend on the ordering next turn. Which army moves first. Get crossbows here, but that's it. Crossbows, eh?
There will be much honor in defeating you.
Sally. The sally out over here was very disastrous. We lost our whole army, practically. So I'm just a little bit concerned. And we have such advantage fighting here with the garrison. Now that we have that up. So I don't really want to fight out now, because we've got an advantage of waiting. That one built. That forward. Get one more free upkeep here, but I'll just wait. Wait. About to get another free upkeep here, so that's pretty good. 7, 1 turn.
will not
They just
waste
keep
words on
coming.
you.
They just keep coming with more and more troops. And we just have to get bigger with our economy behind. So we're at a point that we can actually hold them off and push out. Now a second spy. Do I have a second?
Your orders, without question.
Bangor
Stopping
reached.
here. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
I think they're going to siege here. And that's kind of good. It's what we want. Get a crossbow. Get one. Get one. Who knows? It might make a difference. We've got 2 militia. You know what? I think I'm going to greed. We're going to greed. If that one crossbow would have made a difference, then well, there you go. But it's recruitment cost, it's upkeep costs, and it's for a unit that I don't think will pay its value. And we win this, I think. It's going to be hard because there's a general here, but I think with the towers, we should do fine. Well, we even outnumber them. Despite the strength ratio saying they have the advantage, because they do. They've actually got some decent units here. Gotta upgrade.
Give them no quarter
This is probably harder than it
men.
looks.
Take
Like,
up
we've been
arms
taking
and
fights
take-
here like 500 against 1500, but that was without a general, a Loke Rim general.
Units away.
So the towers really have to do work here. We have to have enough units left in reserve to kill him. Yeah, now, I think they're going to send them up. The question is, do I even care about trying to fight on the wall? Not sure that I do. And we should have good...
Forward.
Try and kill them as they come over the wall. That'll be a really good pick-off on those axemen. Maybe we do it. Yeah, you down here.
Move out. March.
Hold back.
Forward. March. Move out. March. Advance. Onward. Forward.
Where are they?
Actually, just be chaff with these guys. Just provide a little bit of chaff. Okay?
Move out.
Towers are firing. So you can kill off most of the army and just have the Lokran bodyguard left. You find out. A lot's going to depend on how well this engagement goes for us.
Curses.
If we can kill them as
The
they come
enemy are
over the wall,
battering down our gates.
I think we're
Our
really
enemy's
good here.
ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work.
Provide chaff. Could it be?
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
I want you guys to fight with them.
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all will be lost.
Fight with them.
Where are they?
Kill this bodyguard. We've lost on the wall. That is not good. So we lost that entire unit. So they would have been better off not being up there. Saying that the Cavalier Axemen are pretty much dead. And because of that, they've left the general isolated on the ground. And they're making that awful noise again.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes out. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
These guys are just being chaffed. That's what we want them as. Oh my goodness. We turned down the sound, but I still want the battle to just keep running. Man, that's annoying. It's only with this map. Just the further I get away. turn it down. Wrong one. Let's turn it down again. Something so it's not so barren.
Our men have fought long
still
and are
be there.
becoming tired.
It's still there, but it's not so bad. I think we're going to get him. Yeah, so we've killed most of the army. In fact, this may have been a good idea. Because we got a lot committed up here. We actually killed 2 full units up there. And that left the general isolated. Yeah, we got him. And they fought to the last because the general's still alive. Perfect.
Good tidings.
Nice.
The enemy general lies dead.
Gone.
Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
They're taken prisoner, so that means they should be okay. Yeah, they're healed. 45. Nice. Yes, they killed 101 up on the wall. Well, that's not bad. Killed 126 on the ground. 73 on the ground, actually. So they're actually way better than ones on the ground. Maybe that was the right decision. It did a lot more than what it looked like it did. Vineyard levies, 76 loss for 18. They were just there to be a pain. To be something that the enemy hit so they didn't hit the lads actually doing the damage, you know? They were the tar pit. Boromir. You know, Boromir, I think, is a great character. He represents the best and worst of us. You know? Because everyone's human, you know? Everyone makes errors. Who in Boromir's position would not have, would not have done the same, you know? And they're attacking again. It's so much more than he was tempted by power with the ring. It's more like
The enemy has surrounded
he
us.
saw a way
We are besieged.
to defend his people. And it was going to waste. That's how he saw it, you know? And
We must make a stand. We are besieged.
you know, oh no. They just sent some people on boats. They're going to Naburka. Whoops. Guess we're about to lose a city. I mean, it stayed undefended for a long time. So, chinking away 300 and something gold a turn for us. Take Lest. Yeah. Yeah, take Lest. Yeah, good joke. Good joke. They've sieged both.
I respect you in battle.
Family member, I think. Yep, another family member. If we can just keep killing these family members, maybe. We've got the garrison. A relatively high number of them survived, so I think we should be able to kill that. So I think we win both those fights, and the issue is what comes behind it. I mean, turned our sound back up. I can hear the birds tweeting. Okay, so we want troops to send over. I mean, maybe we send some levy troops. Plenty of crossbowmen I can get. Just send a couple of levies. There. A couple of those, we'll send them over. The levy troops are really good at defending. Grondos got that built, so we have some more free upkeep here, and more importantly as well, an additional build slot. I'd love to get the Lord's Hall. I'm working towards now. I can get high tier armories now because we have that stuff, so love to be able to get the high tier armory, but I want to just go up on the free upkeep line because money is, so it's like military, but it's also a money building, so it's sort of ticking both.
I will not
waste words on
you.
Okay, we got issues over here. Carverad's building the guild house. So these 4 can come down.
I will not waste words on you.
I'm not sure how strong this fort is and how much use we can make out of it, but it's a good amount of troops. No general in this
I
army.
will not waste words on you.
I think it's fine, and we've got the militia garrison. I don't think we pull the trigger. I think we leave them here and save the money. This feels like it's just balancing the books at the moment. Just trying to get the very most out of everything I can.
Yes, my
Do
lord.
I send troops? Do I not
As
send
you
troops?
wish.
You know, send troops, and I don't need to send the troops, and I just wasted a whole bunch of
What
money.
is it you wish to discuss?
Eomir? Hello, good sir.
You hold us at ransom. Another proposition
poor.
for us, then?
Yeah, you're poor. So, 1,000? Would you give me 1,000? You would.
Possibly a mistake. We hope for more fruit.
Very
Yes.
good.
Stopping
Very
here.
Go talk to Isengard. What are
I
you here?
shall continue tomorrow.
And this diplomat is making his weight in gold at the moment. Just around selling some map information. So, can we get the next tier of armory going? That leather worker. If we can send across high armored troops, that'd be good. The reinforcements.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
It's a bit of a hedge as well between economic and military as well. You know, I'm hedging the bets everywhere. Okay, I guess it's just another end turn. We got to defend. The fort, and then probably defend Strondost. Yes, swordsman. Replenishing the one who's there. Okay, just don't pull the trigger on sending the troops down. Just hold out a little bit longer. Okay, we should win this. Unless there's something unexpected in here. No, this is fine. We win this, and then... And what? We're not just treading water, because we are making progress in behind the lines.
And prepare for battle.
Like all these battles on the front, we are actually just buying time, and we will come out on top if we buy enough
Foes
time.
appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
We have elves, right? We have elves. Now let's look. Do they have a tower? Do they even have a ladder? They don't even have a ladder. No ladders, so they're all coming through the gates. Okay, that makes it easy. Alright, so same idea as before. We want these guys to be sort of the chaff.
Men of the thorn, huh?
The hopefully they don't start yelling. I mean, there's something about this map that tells me that they will.
I'm ready, I suppose.
I'm ready, I suppose. I don't think you sound ready at all. We've already killed 12, 13. Let's see, when the gate goes down. 14, 15, 16, 17. It's going to be 18%.
The enemy's ram is through our gates.
18%, maybe even 19 by the time they get in. 18, 19, 20.
The walls are no longer ours.
Before we actually make
the
contact.
enemy have taken them.
21%. Pretty good. Let's go. You guys don't do on that. This should be a pretty easy. And what are they at? Already at 48%, 50% because the towers are just melting them.
They
And
have
if you're
lost
here,
half their men.
you're getting hit from these two towers, this tower, this tower, this tower firing. Yeah, that tower's firing. What about this tower's firing? They've actually got a tower, no. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towers firing at them. not a nice place to be. And that's what does the damage here. It's not the troops, it's the towers.
The enemy general lies dead.
Slash him. Oh yeah, that was a nice little close-up of our lad there. Just going to work.
Battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
And we lost a lot of our troops here.
The enemy army flees the field.
4%
Pursue
in
our
battle.
foe is utterly vanquished.
Another heroic victory.
Let all who
But
remember
look at
this
the
day
casualties inflicted.
remember it as the day
It's
of
the
our
towers.
most
The towers are doing the
glorious
damage.
victory.
This is why I want to fight here. Because we are getting insane value for our troops. We put 4 troops in here, we get free upkeep, and we are just getting insane value. Yeah, after like 3 consecutive sieges, they take the fort, and we lose the troops. But the damage that we're doing in that time to their armies with those 4 units, I can't get that value anywhere else. Even with 4 Elvish units on the battlefield, you know, on the field, would not get this sort of value.
No! No! Do not!
The day is ours!
They're attacking Strondos. We've activated our trap card. Our Westron defenders are here. Very, very good. And what are you attacking with? Really just Faru mercenaries and a general who's throwing his life away. Beautiful. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
We attack!
And they went in pretty early, pretty quick, so they just have a ram? Maybe a ram and 1 ladder? Ram and 1 tower? 1 tower, 1 ladder? Have a look. They have a tower and a ladder. Yeah, okay. So 1 ram, 1 tower, 1 ladder. So, cavalry, just chill over here for the time being. There are the gate there is. You'll probably head out there.
Advance!
Go.
Units march!
Archers.
Forward!
No.
Forward! Forward! Advance! March!
You guys do as you're told. Yeah, go like that.
Stand up guard this area!
Thala Rangers once again over here. That looked like a really good spot for you last time. Defenders are going to be up on the walls.
Forward! Advance!
1 and 2.
Upward!
Okay. Rangers.
Advance! Forward! Forward!
Go to there.
Guard
Nice.
this area!
Hold fire. Hold fire. And then, yep, in the streets. Oh, do we not have a... We don't have a Thorn Guard unit.
Forward!
We have to move him.
Levies! Hold true, boys!
You lads, I don't want you dying. Come back. Hold a little bit back here. Not so far back. Probably more like down here. You can get involved if necessary, but I doubt it's probably going to be necessary. They have cav? They don't have cav. That'll be just
Where
dandy.
are they?
You guys come to the front here.
Advance! Move out!
Coming. There we go.
March! Men of the Thorn! Levies!
You not.
Forward!
Excuse me? Can you go like sideways then? Just go like get in there, okay?
Upward!
Get in there. I'll send you to fight afterwards. They're doing the same thing again. Coming up on this side. Let's run down.
Enemy could be near.
Shots in.
I'm ready, I suppose.
I'm ready, I suppose. Okay. They're ready to hold. Get those Dartai hunters.
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates!
Run. Run, lads, run.
Our cunning foe has reached our walls with their siege tower. We must repel them. The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
Yep. Nice. We're all actually going in the right one. I think. Please tell me you're going to fight, not just stand there. Yeah, they're fighting. Get in. Good, perfect.
The enemy's ram has breached the
Apart
gates.
from these two that are still standing here. Just run where you're meant to be. Good, they're running now, I think. We should be dealing with this here.
If we continue like this, we will
Style
smash the
Rangers,
enemy.
hold.
I'm ready, I suppose.
They've knocked down the gate, then decided they want to go to the ladders. No, they're going to the siege tower. Hold them, lads.
The enemy have the walls. To our defense, or all will be lost.
Where's the general over here? He's fucked one side. That's good.
Bowman.
Oh.
This thing's...
You lads get down. I just walk you down. Do you guys come down? Come down. Give you much more use off the wall.
Where are they?
Oh no.
Never again! Will the land of my people fall into enemy hands?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Steady now.
No, you can't shoot them. Right, shoot the... Why are you guys running? Why are you running? Get back in there. Run to hit. Okay. Wow, they are getting in-cushioned. Don't want the general to die. Come on.
Dorwinion will be jump. Chosen best.
Hold them there on the walls. That's all you need to do. Come on, come over here. Hey, there's something pathing going on with these settlements that's not not kosher. Something is not right with the pathing.
By order of the Regent's men. Never again! Will the land of my people fall into enemy hands? Units, resetting.
Bodyguard, you guys are eventually going to be... No, you're not. You're still not in position. Just go where I'm telling you to go. If I just tell you to run here. That get it done? Actually, seriously might cost me the battle. I don't think so, but it's just frustrating that I'm telling them to move and they're not. Okay, so you're all around the invisible bend there. Cool. Now set up.
Never again will the land of my people fall into enemy hands!
No fine region can find us wanting.
All set up now. Now fire. Hit him. They're routing. Very good. Very good. Across to there. Hey. Guys, some nice firing lines straight into that. Yeah, nice. Very good, very good. Shoot straight into him, up on the wall. That's what we like to see. Now, these guys replenish at the start of any battle, so they are completely throwaway soldiers. They can just get in there, doesn't matter. Get it up.
Never again will the land of my people fall into enemy hands!
Shoot them. Let's make them pay for ever thinking they can take this wall. You always thought you were going to take this wall, did you? Alright, they've got a pretty good shot at that. What are the stats of these guys, interestingly? 6 and 14. I mean, it's pretty good. 6 and 14 and skilled against mounts. Good stamina. Bonus against horses, camels, wargs. Nice defensive unit. Good for holding walls. Not a sword unit, so they're not going to deal a lot of damage, but against horses and for just holding walls, they're going to do the job. Going to kill another general here, so that's going to be really good. I completely forgot about my cav, so those guys can get out.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will behold how
Poked
our
him enough
cowardly
with spears
foe
that he died.
runs. It's time to press the attack.
Yeah, the swordman unit is pretty much done. Killed the general, 98%. We're good. Whew.
This is a clear victory.
As I said, the fort is much better defending. Power ranges again 139. One blaze 167. Dude, they just took the losses. If we could upgrade this city, this castle, get stone walls, that would be really good. Stone walls would be legitimately good.
No! Do not
Another family member dead for Rhun. Well, they got off the boat? They got off the boat? They got off the boat. I mean, that fort, good value. I'll take it this time. Though we won't be able to defend it this time. This is, what, fourth? No, it's the third. Normally third in a row.
Lay siege to our people.
Third in a row does us in. Yeah, third siege in a row on that fort with 4 units. They can hold 2, not 3. The last one even had a general in it. And stands with Mordor. Oh, that's... So, hang on. Can stands with Mordor and the dwarves took the rings. So, both choices for good or evil went to the side of evil. That's surely not good. That's surely not good. Yeah, they have more boats than us. We can't blockade. What's it for? A military unit. Yeah, probably a levy unit. I'll literally just keep my boat alive. That's the smart play. Where did that army go?
My lord, a Approaching quietly, my lord. Approaching quietly.
I don't know. I don't know where that army went. That's concerning. Are they ambushed somewhere? Are they ambushed near? I just don't see them. Okay, send Inui, send those troops over.
Ordered by your command. March to exhaustion, continuing
What's left
later.
in here? Few
We
troops.
can go no further.
I will not
They
waste
might.
words
They
on
might
you.
hold. Maybe. Depends on how long the vineyard levies hold for, but right. Have these guys got experience? No. There's actually no point in not just recruiting a completely fresh unit. I hate crossbows. I'm not recruiting the crossbows. So we got more coming over here. Yeah, just low on troops, aren't we? And those two down. I'll get a crossbow unit. Flip-flopping a little bit, aren't I? Announcements, yeah, some more people born, feels good. That family tree a little bit bigger. Okay, are we actually building in most places? Most places we are. I mean, I'm ignoring Naburka. It's not a place to me. It's a people. Love my Marvel references. So, Lord's Hall, some more free upkeep. I think that's the correct one. It's once again hedging the bet between military and economy. I've built nothing in Alan in so long. I think the last thing I built was just the meeting hall, just to get free upkeep here. Probably a port, pretty decent. 800. Got roads. Just the port. How much will that actually add? Not really? Nah, I don't buy that. It's gonna do way more than that. It'll trade up with Dale and stuff. Seems. What does Rhodes say? Whoa, Rhodes says a lot. Okay, let's try and get Rhodes. We'll get the Rhodes then. That's the better decision, clearly. We got troops coming down. Is there more insane Nui? There is. Grab you. There is one cab unit in here. That's enough for now. Where's my lad?
Your orders.
Make me more
Without
money.
question. Yes.
Could sally out here, but
I will
once
not
again,
waste
the
words on
value is in them attacking this. Buying me time. So, I think I'm discovering that Rhun in version 5 has been tuned a little bit because they are hitting me very hard. We could win this. Depends on their captain dying.
Men,
They've been tuned a little bit because I did play Dorwinion on 4.6 or 4.5 or 4.6, essentially the same thing.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Off stream, and before I started streaming, quite a few times. I say quite, maybe like two or three times. I quite enjoy Dorwinion, and the man-elf aesthetic thing, you know, combining together. I like the ideas. But the Rune's never been this much of a problem. Like they're decent, but they are not just insanely. Every time I think I've sort of beaten them back, they just have another full stack sort of waiting around the corner. So that's certainly, I mean, it's providing a challenge. Challenge is good. Back here. Let him come in.
Stand together.
Have that to begin with, and then we'll...
Where are they?
Curses!
10%.
The enemy are battering down our gates!
Going good. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Some nice kills.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates! The enemy have the walls!
18%.
Look to our defense or all
Almost
will
be
be
20%
lost.
by the time we hit. Okay. We have to kill the general,
Defeat seems
because we're not going to last very long here. Towers are mincing him. I mean, numbers are rising both pretty fast. It really does just depend. Oh yeah, we're starting to spiral now. It was matching for a fair while, but 60, 70, yeah, we've lost 25% more. At this
Only
point.
half the enemy force remains.
I mean, this is good effort.
Foolish general has thrown his life away.
If we killed their general
Our
early,
chances
that's
of
what I said.
victory
It really
winning.
did rely on us killing their general. I mean, look at the losses they're taking. We'll see how many they heal. But we're getting them down to 55, 66,
Our defeat is
67.
ours on this day.
67%. They
We
healed
have
10%.
nothing
So
to be
they lost
ashamed of.
57% of their
But
troops.
a cruel twist of
I'm
fate
saying
that
that
snatched
is
victory from
insane
our
value
grasp.
for those three barely. I mean, if you met those 3 units on the open field against that army, we might get 20 kills. The fact that we clean up more than half of them there, right? It's a good strat I've got going. The defensive strat, but it's a good one nonetheless. So they take the fort again. That's okay. Like, we've got all our guild houses up now. Or guild house, call them guild houses. Masons houses. That's where the army went. Oh boy, that's where the army went. I did wonder if they
enemy
hid
has
somewhere in the
surrounded us.
forest.
We are besieged.
Okay, we're about to find out how good this fort is. My suspicion is not as good as that fort, the one we've been fighting in. I can't really sustain troop production. Gondor's leader is dead. Denethor, see you later. I can't remember if this has happened, already popped up this one. Could even be Boromir. I mean, Boromir and Faramir, a good chance are already dead as well.
I will not waste words on you.
If Denethor's dead. Okay, so we have good troops in here. But I think this is like an elven fort. I don't know what this looks like. Whether it looks like an elven settlement. I know elven settlements have issues with towers not firing. So if the towers don't fire, then we're in with a little bit of trouble. Kinda need to leave these guys here, but even though there's just remnants of nothing. I mean, maybe I just pull out.
Orders. Your will, my lord.
Elven warriors!
My lord.
Pull that out.
Yes.
Leave them there.
Your will, my lord.
Them down.
Not possible. By your
I mean, it's not much, but it's something. And then I can send these. The issue is most of these are cav.
Your
Not very
orders,
good
my
for
lord.
defending forts. So
My lord.
Yes, my
run
lord.
to here this turn. Okay, not sure I need that cav unit. Let's not get that. Let's just keep working up the blacksmith chain here. Marcel's got the Mason's Guild House. so meeting hall next. Mines here. We do have one level of garrison. Part of me wants to just go for the next level of garrison here. Because it's not a direct threat, because we have the fort. So maybe we just go Kingstone, start getting the culture rolling in. I think meeting hall perhaps. Meeting hall so we can actually get some troops there if necessary. So we'll combine those two together. So we lost a bunch of... Look at pulling those troops out of that fort. It's just... We're losing so much gold. They're not going to make it there this turn, so they need to hide.
Yes.
Do a little bit of ambushing here.
We are well concealed from the enemy.
Or not. Actually, you could make it, maybe.
As you
Jump in the boat.
Leaving the boat, my lord.
Oh? Oh, that's terrible, actually. They could get a draw out. Back in the boat.
To the ships.
Get back in the boat. Better to run. Ah, it's a shame. I don't think we can afford to send troops back to the fort. As advantageous as that is, I think we need to wait for these two to come over. We have enough to man both the fort and the city. Send 4 across, or you 1, 2. Yeah, no, we can't. So we just man the city for the time being. Wait for the reinforcements. Send these down, take out this army. This is what I mean. Every time I feel like I'm making some progress, just get knocked back.
Approaching quietly.
General here, a couple of units, just cavalry.
My lord. Approaching quietly. I shall
So
continue.
they could just walk straight through and go for Carver out here as well. This is why I was sort of leaving. I'm leaving some troops up here because this is potentially a border. It's a border region. It can come under attack because of this over here. So. Right, diplomat.
Yes, my lord. As
Now,
you wish.
Did Isengard get taken, or was just
Without
under
question.
siege?
Yes.
Rohan have taken that. Isengard.
Is there something
Grima?
I can
No.
do for you?
Give me some money. They're bankrupt. Good to see. 600? You're bankrupt? Better
Be
than nothing.
thankful. We accept. Goodbye.
We talk to
As you
Gondor.
wish.
We're gonna get the script for the Elven Alliance next turn. Oh no, we're not playing as elves. We sort of are playing as elves. So I was like turn 4. I'm like turn 44. Turn 45 we get the script for the Elven Alliance. We're not playing with elves. We're sort of in that same area of the map. Kinda got some similar units once we get the Elven roster online, but no, we're not playing the Wood Elves. I want to see what this fort looks like. That's where we're heading to. But 1200. Can we invest 1200 anywhere? Really wait. Roads are so expensive. It's not worth getting anything over there. It's just a waste of money. I just get a leather tenor. It's like 40 gold. Start building up.
Orders. Your will, my lord. Orders, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
You need to go this way.
As you wish. March to exhaustion. Orders.
They're coming across, some remnants. That'll have to be helpful. Yeah, really, really under threat pretty heavily. Okay, so they double our number. They don't have a general. Worst units we need to worry about is the Dragon Guard. Probably the Dragon Riders. Well, it's a fort, so... See? We should be able to win this. I just don't know what the map looks like. We're about to do a little bit of learning here. A little bit of learning, because I think they redid a lot of the forts in version 5. So that fort,
Troops are assembled.
that
Prepare
Northman or Western fort, the stone-walled one we've been fighting at, that's definitely different to what stone wall forts usually look like. Okay, I've never seen this before, so this is new. This is cool.
Units, await my
Let's see what this looks like. So we have no walls as such to stand on. We do have these nice little... And this is cool. It's actually pretty cool. So we have one crossbow unit. Now these towers, they are not. They're buildings. Are these towers? They are not. So we have 0 towers. Dang it. That's not good. Where do I want them standing? Probably not back here. Which side are the dragon lads on? Middle, are they? Which side are their archers on? Crossbows. Double archers on this side. Go with the side with only one archer. Are they both the same? Like, can you not even get up there? What? I have to run you up there? Where's the... I gotta get you up there because that'll be a really good advantageous position. Right, the rest of you then, you are holding. Now, where do we want you to hold? If they're going to be shooting back down, we kind of want you to hold a little further back. Back here. If you add some more archers, it'd be a really good spot. Like this. Okay, apparently not playing ball. Swordsman to hold. Actually, you guys protect the archers. I don't want them to have their party hole taken away. Then the general hold in the back. Okay. Get up there? They're running? Okay. This is definitely a new actually come more over here. Thinking? No, here's good, here's good. Go to that.
The enemy are battering down the gates!
You guys get up there? I stopped.
The enemy's ram is through
I shouldn't
our
have
gates.
stopped them. I just should have let them run. They would have been fine. Now they're not going to do anything. There's fire.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them. Men of the Thorn.
Yay.
Men of the Thorn.
Dragon Guard. Absorb the charge. And get stuck in. Yeah, they're firing down. That's good. Crossbows are yoinking at him. Giving it to him. Yay, the Reaper. Tab and lurking. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. You guys get on them. Give them some juice. We are winning in the middle. Men of the Thorn are doing it. crossbows. Yeah, just keep
Only half the enemy
firing
force
down here.
remains.
Taking casualties, that's okay. Okay, so at least I know what this fort looks like now, like what we're working with. So archers are a little bit advantageous. If you had 2 archers in here, that would be good. One on either side.
We've lost half of our
Just see how many
men.
kills the archers get. Crossbows get. Certainly lost our melee troops.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Hold fire, don't get friendly fire kills. My goodness. We're actually fighting.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose
Man.
their will to fight.
Will they? I don't think they've lost their will to fight. They're still going. They want it.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
It is very much in our favor, but we haven't won yet. We're still just running in.
Our foolish general has thrown his life
Okay,
away.
it's just a captain.
It's our chances of victory. Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
95%.
It's time to press. Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this
394.
day remember it as the day of our most glorious
Crossbowmen got
victory.
334 kills. Okay, so definitely want some archers on both sides. A very good position for archers. Dawn Guard, not to be outdone, 306 as well. The melee forces held them in place for the crossbow to fire. So certainly, I think to defend this fort properly, you need more than 4 units in there. You want at least 2 archers on either side, and then probably 4 melee forces to hold on the ground, and that you could get pretty good value out of. Yeah, I feel like I've got you get the trigonometry out, you know, just trying to eke any bit of
in wait for the enemy.
advantage I can get.
Victory in your name, my lord.
So I didn't play this at all on version 5. It's the first campaign I jumped into, so I'm sort of learning any changes with you, even though it might not explicitly say something in the overview. It's like lots of little things change an overall picture, which is good. You don't want to play the same game forever, so it's nice. Eric, sure. Welcome in. Narian's under attack. Ministereth probably gonna fall. So we lost a lot there.
My lord.
Fine. Okay, so you guys can make it in. 2 more coming.
My lord.
I respect you in battle. There will be
Sizable
much
army.
honor in defeating
A lot
you.
of mercenaries though. Yeah, money's a concern. Another one of those. 1, 2, 3.
My lord.
I don't even have 4 units to really put in there.
Your
Either
will,
of you
my
make
lord.
it there?
My lord.
No.
Your will, my lord. Orders. Orders. Your will. We
I have the guy on the boat.
ready. Disembarking. Your will, my lord.
Yeah, go to there. Go to
Yes.
here.
Orders. By your command.
Go to the hidey hole. Halfway point.
Ships ready. Yes, sir. Full sails.
Okay, now that we've seen what's happened here. You lads come down into this fort. Cavalry is not going to be much use. Better off sort of riding around on the open field with the cav trying to get something done. Is that enough reinforcements to reinforce that? Probably not. I need one more unit in there. We've got 2 crossbows, sort of. Maybe that crossbow needs to go as well.
Orders. Yes.
Go
March to exhaustion, continuing. Your will, my lord.
Is that enough ground troops? Really? Then Axemen.
My lord. As you wish.
Okay, so they'll go hold that fort.
My lord. Orders.
And then
yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
3 of you probably
Your
go
orders,
back
my
to...
lord.
Back to here. A meeting hall here now. I'm gonna get the barracks. So many things. I just need more money. If I had more money, everything comes in so much easier. It's tempting just to go for like a grain exchange here, but this is the front line, so I kind of got to think in the way of military. And I definitely probably want a large city, so I want standing stones. Culture up. Coruscant, get a market. Yeah, you need to get some money for me. You need to get me some money. They're going to come down to the fort. Try and do what they can there. Otherwise, we have a small contingent holding over here. Definitely want those sword masters. Them building. The crossbow. I mean, the troops in here are not getting better. They're getting worse. They're getting lower quality. So I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm trying to send any troops I can to get over here. Probably going to siege again.
Words on you.
My lord.
Did they give me money? They did. They did.
Yes, as you wish.
Go talk to Inithwraith while we're here.
Your
I'll
orders.
go find a settlement of theirs. We'll drop over
Tomorrow's
Gondor.
journey planned out. I shall continue tomorrow.
I'll just take less. Yeah. That's not happening. That is not happening. Any more units, can I? And we're still building. It's not like we're not making money. We are still getting more in the background. Saint Nui and Coruscant are making a good chunk. I'm gonna keep sieging it. That's cool. I'd rather them siege the fort than my settlement, because the settlement would then lose income.
My lord, we're besieged.
Okay. I'm starting to feel like Gondor playing against frickin' Mordor, man. What is going on here? Like, I'm legitimately getting, like, spawn camped, I want to call it. They just... I deal with one army and they send another. And I don't really have the resources to do anything but what I'm doing right now. Thanks, under siege again. Kinda need, like, Erebor or Dale to... telling me they've taken that as well. Is Dale... Who else is at war with Rhun right now? Erebor. I need Erebor and Dale to help me out a little bit. I'm requesting the AI's assistance right now. Man, I'm getting just overrun.
I respect you in battle.
So they're going to siege city. This will get built. Okay, that's one positive. We'll get
Your will, my lord. By
another
your
swordsman in
command.
there. More free upkeep. Can we retrain? No. Okay, Paul Henderson, welcome in. Just getting hammered. So, hold again. Did I get another general in there? Must have.
There will be much honor.
We can kill that army again, but there'll just be another army behind it, is the issue. Get these lads into this fort.
Orders.
Do any merging.
Orders.
Okay, save a tad, a little bit of money.
I will not
More troops
waste
coming,
words
that's
on you.
not too much of a concern. We can probably meet them on the field. Mordor and Rohan? Oh no. That means Gondor have probably lost. Callan had. Gondor are getting smashed really early. 46 turns in and Gondor have lost. They've lost the river. That's not good news for me. Because I was going to try and make it over to Gondor to help them before they went under, but at the rate I'm going, by the time I get there, they're going to be gone. They're going to be non-existent. I can't even deal with my respective enemy at the moment. I feel like Rhun are just getting reinforcements from Mordor or something, constantly. I think it's because Dale hasn't declared war on them. I think if Dale declares war on them, Rhun has to start committing troops more on this north side. I don't know if Erebor's really do anything here either. If they actually started fighting, then I might have a bit of breathing room. We need money. We need the Uber trading post. Grab that. Good. Landing stones are up. You know what? Let's get the grain exchange. And can I get anything here? No. Most cost-efficient money building here. Probably 2,800. A lot of cash. I don't think I'll have that next turn though.
I will not waste
Okay,
words on you.
we should be able to defeat that army. And then, is this another family member? No, it's just a general. And where are the family members? This is family member. I haven't seen a faction heir or a faction leader for quite a while. Oh.
I will not waste words on you.
I'm doing a lot of deep breathing today.
I will not waste words on you.
I mean, they're a little bit injured because that's 14 units, but it's about a half stack. So they're going to go for Carverat. We do have militia garrison. Swordmasters are good. 20 infantry is good. We have 70 Avari Shadows, which will be very helpful. Vineyard Levy and a general. I think we've got enough. I don't think we need to panic train units unless we see more. And this is why we've got these towers up, just so we can make informed decisions. And we do have the cavalry on standby that can make it there in one turn.
Lord.
So yeah, I don't think we need to do anything. Let's just let that play out. Hopefully they send that army, they die, and we clean up. Diplomat.
My lord.
Isengard
Without
taken this? No, they
question.
haven't. Good.
You have a proposition for us?
Who are you guys at war with? Enemies, Dunlands, New Isengard.
This seems quite very well. What else
What's
do you have
your
to suggest?
wealth? Reasonable. How you going today, Paul Henderson, by the way? Hope you're having an excellent day. 1200. That'd be really helpful.
No, we cannot agree.
Well, that seemed
5,000
fruitful.
next turn.
Farewell.
Rondost has been the rock. And this fort. These two have just been the absolute rock. The rock of Dorwinion has been these two points. The rock about to fall. They didn't siege. Okay, so we got... But they didn't attack the fort either. Strondost is not a great defensible location. Really with how they attack it. Oh my Hey, we're making some money again. It's because we've got everyone in our forts at the moment. Thought they were going to attack this turn. Train? Not yet. No more. And there's no reinforcements coming across either. This is it. We got no more units. We can recruit. The Thorn Armory. I don't know if it's going to be in time. Not so good day, but thanks for asking. I'll be uploading an ASMR winter video in 2 hours. Hey. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell, times and jingle bell round. Blowing and showing. Of fun. That's a jingle up as big. It's probably nothing. Probably nothing like that. But you know, I thought I had to represent something. You know. What? Not that kind of ASMR, but good job. Where have these guys come from? Where are these troops coming from? Where are they hiding? I've got a spy here to see this stuff.
I will not waste words on you.
Okay. It's advantageous for him to let him attack. The good news is we haven't seen anything more coming with this, and from what we can see, it's not anything too scary. Not yet anyway. Cav holding. Okay, can we get more troops here? Not really, just a cav. Maybe I'll grab this, I'll chuck him in that fort so there'll be 4 cav ready to go anywhere. My agile strike force can get to anywhere quickly, either over here or down here. But we do have 2 units in here, so they need to be sent across.
As you wish. We can go no further today.
Units I want. I've got enough archers over there. I'm not going to send archers over. In some small bit of good news, Naburka is still just sitting here unattacked. I mean, it's given us 406 gold a turn. That otherwise they could literally just sail one of their boats over, drop 1 unit in and take it. Like, we have not invested anything in there. I mean, I guess we built the Mason's Hall, but that was it. Nothing we can do. Can we get, hang on, mercenaries? Mercenaries. The one hope. Some mercenaries. Okay. Definitely the Axemen. We got a cab unit in here. We do have a cab unit, so we don't need more cab. Just 1 is enough for defense. More than that is probably a liability. Who's actually got better stats? 5 and 7 with a javelin, 4 charge. 2 and 7 with a charge of 4. These are just straight up better. And they cost less upkeep? What am I missing here? These guys are even skilled against mounts? I guess their javelins are skilled against mounts. Do a couple of them. The mercenaries. Oh, okay. Mercenaries saving the day. Okay, that's I'm happy with that now as a defense against everything that's coming, because I might not. The issue is I might not get a chance to recruit or retrain or do anything in the next few turns. If they siege, defeat, siege, defeat, siege, defeat, I'm gonna have to rely a lot on the garrison troops. Okay. Good. You boys.
Yes, my lord. What is it you wish to discuss?
Nice.
You hold us at ransom. Good
I
day
hold
to
you at ransom. Whatever. There's Grima. There he
have
is.
something in mind for our people, noble Vale?
Doesn't have Grima's voice.
As you wish.
Come down. Go say hello to the
I shall
withering
continue
Gondor
tomorrow.
That's not going to be around for that much longer. Well, that's maybe a good spot to end it. We are in all sorts of trouble, really. I mean, we've made some progress on the back lines. I mean, we've got a bit of money to spend, actually. Let's just spend a little bit of money. Armorer looks good. Suddenly we're making more money, a port. And we did want to get the units armored up here. Let's hit the armorer. That's good. Nothing building here. Leather tenor. Get a leather tenor started. It probably won't complete for quite a few turns, but who knows?
Your will, my lord.
We have 2 more units, 2 good units as well. Dorwinion Swordmaster coming over. If they can make it into the settlements to defend, that'll be really good. We're getting hit on 1, 2, 3 fronts at the moment. Pretty much every border we have, Rhun is hitting us at, and I'm sure there are more troops. I mean, just look at Lest. There are more troops where that comes from at the moment. We are desperate. Desperately holding on. If you've been watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.